This episode brought to you by Dads. After I kill you, I won't be a celestial anymore. Thanks for nothing, you prick.
Hey everybody, we're watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray.
And right off the bat, forgive whatever weirdness is going on with the audio because we've had all sorts of technical problems. Literally our entire studio has imploded on us. So we are improvising and we hope that this sounds acceptable.
This is a Dixie cup on a string.
Yes. Not even a good string, just whatever we had.
Whatever we could find.
I tore some threads out of my kids' teddy bears, and now they have a bunch of armless, legless teddy bears.
Oh.
And they need to learn that not to stare at the amputees of the world.
That'll teach them.
Right? So, for now, this is how it's going to sound. We are working on updating our studio in a great way. You'll hear that in the... it's going to be huge.
We're just going to film Joe boot stomp the fuck out of all this equipment.
It's likely.
It'll be like in that scene in Office Space, only he'll be fully erect.
They weren't erect in that? What was I watching?
I was erect.
Oh, yeah,
I was too busy staring at my own erectness.
And standing and slightly blocking
Yeah,
the screen.
exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I knew Jennifer Aniston didn't have a dick.
Yep. You don't know that.
No, I don't.
You don't know that.
But I do know which of the Friends females did have a dick. We'll get into that on
It was
our other
Rachel,
podcast.
wasn't it?
That's Jennifer Aniston. You got nothing.
Maybe she flashed her penis off in her 50th anniversary party photo booth that they had.
Oh, is that why she invited Brad?
Yep.
Nice.
People were losing it
Yeah.
because Brad Pitt showed up.
My favorite thing going on right now, it's any day, if you go on MSN.com and you go down to the entertainment section, there will be some ridiculous like tabloid style headline, but then it's always followed up with what's really going on.
No, it's like, okay, we have a picture of Jennifer Aniston in LA looking over her right shoulder. We have Brad Pitt in New York looking over his left, looking at each other, question mark.
Somewhere out there.
Yep. Are they longing? Is this the look of longing?
Yeah, but literally so many days in a row, it's like Ellen moving out of her $400 million home. What's really going on? And it's like Brad and Angelina getting back, or Brad and Jen getting back together. What's really going on? The moon on a collision course with Earth. What's really going on? Over and over and over again.
That's how you probably get away from the...
Yeah. What that probably is, somebody reported that, but it's not true. But thanks for clicking on us, assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you get them with the headline, and then you're like, no. I don't know how you read that headline, but we're telling you what's really going on. The headline's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't sue us.
The bottom line is buy yogurt.
Frogurt.
Frogurt.
Not a yogurt guy.
No, I've never been a yogurt guy.
Yogurt?
Tastes like sour cream with raspberries.
Yeah. Yogurt is like ice creams, like gender neutral, like little... You can't say little brother or sister when they're that. You just say lil.
Yeah.
They're just lil.
Just little. It just tastes like a German's bukkake. I'm assuming.
You wish.
Yeah.
My God.
I do wish. There's a little fruit on the bottom would be.
Ooh, fruit on the bottom. That used to be my stage name when I was a male dancer.
I'd like to think I'm the fruit on the top. What does this have to do with the movie we're watching?
Because the creme de la creme rises to the top. Like us and this film.
You were literally leaning closer and closer to this mic. Let's get this turkey rolling. The only way to do that is to press play.
Maybe. You have to say it.
No, I had to stand.
He already pressed. It's over.
It's over. We press play.
Just press it now. Fuck it.
All right, anything could happen.
Ever since we started watching the real DVD, it's fucking me up.
Yeah, I know. We're going back to digital copies after this because it's
God.
The computer's so much easier to friggin' manage when it comes to these things. So right off the bat, we'll talk James Gunn for a little bit because obviously this is his last.
Oh, this is it.
Hurrah with the gentleman with the Marvel Pictures, at least for now. His script is going to be used for.
Of course it
part
is.
3.
Of course it is.
Well, why? I don't understand. Yeah, you don't get rid of a script. Like
it's funny is they turfed him, but they're still using his work. Strange. He'll still get paid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's already been paid.
Well, he got his fuck off money.
Oh yeah. God, I want to get fuck off money like Cohen
I was
did
literally just about to say that to you. If you let's just say, your wife walks into the room.
Yeah.
How much money does she slap on the table for you to literally just be like, okay?
I think it'd be different if I had, like, there's no amount of money because I have the kids.
Kids are still, you can see them.
Oh.
But look at Kurt fucking Russell. Look at that stud.
This de-aging thing.
I love his smile, Like his we're having a good time. He's so good at like putting that on, He's such a good actor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust him in a lustful situation. Like, are you acting right now? Are you faking your male orgasm right now?
No, you're feeling every bit of it. I feel like they de-aged his face, but not his hair. I feel like that's just his regular.
He still has the hair of okay. So how much money?
No, there's no money.
No, the kids you still get to see them.
But there's no you get to see them.
Okay, wait a second.
Unless I have 100%.
She comes over to you. She's like, "Here's $4 million. You get the kids 50% of the time. Get out."
No, 50%.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's love for a child right there.
Yeah, man.
His hair is almost as good looking as mine is.
Yeah. I always said, if it was just the two of us, I would
no
put, and
kids.
I don't know what the price would be, but I know that any major price came in, I think it's then put on the table as like, do we just take half of this each and go our separate ways, or what do we do?
You're overthinking this whole thing.
No.
She comes to you, she slaps $1 million on the table, she said, go.
Well, if she wants me out no matter what at that point, but I'm also getting $1 million, then yeah.
See, that's the spirit,
but
champ?
that's different.
There you go.
But that's different. But that's like, I am breaking up with you. Here's $1 million. I'm like, all right, well, what the hell? So either
I can wipe my nose on this $100 bills.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wash him.
Oh, so if we go down,
we just missed Kurt Russell planting his seed.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Were we in his penis tubes?
I think so.
And this is what we come out to.
Yes.
The universe. Is he the father of the universe?
Yes.
Is that foreshadowing? Backshadowing.
Yeah. It is literally a flashback, so you can call it what you want.
Backshadow.
Yes.
He's got his new chest pectoral.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's his
chest
new
gear on.
Well, that's their rocket thing.
Oh my god.
You need to stop that shit. So this scene, as it started here, and the whole opening sequence, it took 2 years in its entirety to create.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And there's so much of it that's all CG, and it's like slowed down, and things like a billion things happening in the background. And
so the whole time that they're making this movie, they're also working on this scene.
Yeah.
This one scene.
Yeah.
Dear God.
But that's the nice thing about these things, is when you don't have to need like actual video for the most part, you can pretty much be sitting there working on it in the background.
Couple of nerds clicking.
Yeah. More than a couple nerds. You've seen the credits on these things.
Oh my God.
For my money, nothing's better than Baby Groot.
No, I like Teen Groot.
Teen Groot's fun, but I mean, like Baby Groot, especially like this version, it's like a mad puppy.
What the fuck is this thing?
I don't know.
I dig it though.
I'm trying. It seems very useless. This is fantastic.
Oh, I thought this was just for the DVD, like.
No.
Why are those sitting there?
Because
I believe that this unplugged speakers, or I guess we're way on this.
No, they do literally mention how they were trying to set up the speakers, and they're like, that's literally the least important thing you could be doing right now. So funny. This song also appears in Role Models.
Yep.
Role Models is a really good movie, actually.
Yes, it is. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to.
Paul Rudd wrote it, and David Wayne directed it. It's like everything you want.
Yep.
And everybody was good in it.
Oh, dude, I just watched the other day Hell Baby.
Oh, God.
And it has like every comedian you've ever seen in any movie. You know when you mention a comedy show to somebody and they're like, I've never seen it. And you're like, every guy that's in one of those is in it.
Nice.
Lots of nudity.
Oh, really?
Lots of gore and nudity. Look at him going, cute little baby Groot. This is to sell toys.
See, I know, but he's super cute.
Funko Pops. I bet he was the #1 Funko Pop of the season.
He probably was.
I bet he was too.
One of my favorite moments. Hi. This is if you have a 3-year-old boy, you know exactly what Baby Groot is all about. Because this is 100% what it's like. All of the motion capture was done by James Gunn. So he is actually acting as Groot at this point.
I think he did the same thing in Avengers. He's trying to pull the whole
Yeah.
I think he knows you're alive now, bud.
He just doesn't like to let him see him dance because he knows he doesn't like dancing.
Well, maybe he would like dancing more if he wasn't so bashful about his moves.
I know. Part 3, he's gonna fuck Mantis, right?
Oh, hell yeah. You're talking Groot.
Everybody.
Right?
No, like everybody.
Sweet. She's gonna mind fuck them all.
Yeah.
All of them come to her. They circle her. They're like, you've been mind fucking us the whole time, so now we're gonna fuck you.
Oh my God.
In your mind.
So it went from
and they
just
all
being
brain banger.
It went from like being a playful whatever to like a rape situation.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No.
She digs it though. It's like one of those Japanese tentacle ones where she's like, no, yes, no. You know? It's like that.
All right, I'm down with that. So Bradley Cooper actually did a little bit more work this time around as Rocket. Like before, he just did the voice performance and whatever. This time, he actually wore a facial motion capture thing while he did the lines. So now his face, his facial features and stuff like that.
He's all gollumed up.
Yeah, but except that he's doing a character who doesn't have a humanoid face, so I don't really know how much they used.
They just did it because people were like, why would you even get Bradley Cooper to do this?
That has to be it.
And they're like, you know what, we'll just slap a mask on you to look like you did more.
Pretty much it, right? Like
you're helping the bad guy there, Groot.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't like Batista for some reason.
I know.
Or he wants to fight him. Maybe he's like the manly man, so he wants to fight him.
Because he's a 3-year-old. My son headbutts me in the testicles all the time. It's the same shit.
That's the funnest thing when you're my age, too.
Yeah.
Is to headbutt you in your testicles.
I know. It's just you're so much taller than me that it's like prohibitively difficult.
That's like uncomfortable for that poor thing.
Yeah, no.
No wonder he's all mad.
Yeah, exactly. I'm constantly biting myself.
Fuck. He's like biting the inside of his lip for eternity. Is that the fucking worst? Oh, you give it good till you're really like, boom, you bite this lip or the side of your mouth, you're just like, fuck, like, it feels like that rage right there.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. What else do we got in here? So, yeah, I mentioned last week that James Gunn lost a ton of his crew because they were working on Doctor Strange.
That's right.
And like the way that the schedules ended up moving around after they started working on Doctor Strange, and this got bumped up, I think, as well. Anyways, they all got moved around, and then so he couldn't use a lot of his same crew.
So why wouldn't they just? So like when you say that, it makes it sound like he had less crew, but he would obviously have to refill those positions.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't they just do that for the other movie than taking the crew he had established for this one?
Because that one shot first. B, they committed to that one because it's like an in order sort of thing. It's like, okay, we're committed to this,
right?
So that's first. So this is where you go.
That guy's neat
type
looking.
Thing. Ugh.
He's neat looking.
He is neat looking. There's many a tentacled monster beast that have been created for movies, and it's always
just
fun
like
to
the ones
see,
I mentioned before.
Exactly,
the animated ones.
Oh yeah, Palm Clementine, they're on their way. But like there's even like the Kraken and any of the Kraken movie,
right? Race the Kraken.
But what's it called too? The like Pirates of the Caribbean had one. Then like Cthulhu and all these different.
Cthulhu's the man.
Cthulhu.
You know what? We're going to find out. I just figured out right now. Conspiracy style.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hulu, when you sign up for Hulu, you're signing your soul up to Cthulhu, the Endbringer.
Take that, NBC
Boom.
Universal.
Oh, here's this yellow brat.
Yeah.
Who's this chick?
She is she's like the head of the Sovereign.
Oh yeah, the
golden.
Sovereign Reign.
I don't know much about these people except that they are golden. And
I
sexy.
have lots of questions, but we will now have to wait until the very end of this film.
Okay.
And it has to do with this yellow woman and her big helmet.
Yeah.
Vibranium? Do you think that helmet could take a hit from vibranium or adamantium?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. It could be... What was it? Yeah, what? I don't know. I was trying to think if there was another, like, item in the galaxy or another, like...
That's like tougher.
I'm sure like
something
material
could,
in the galaxy.
I know her from somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. That's my sister.
Sexy ball girl.
She looks so hot when she's like working with Tony Stark in the lab.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. It was I actually have a lot of questions about that too, and how did they go about like how did they go about deciding who survived and who didn't and stuff like that? And I honestly feel like it started with like a dartboard, and they're like, okay, here's the survivors, and then they start working through the story, and they're like, no, this person doesn't work, swap them out or something like
I
that.
bet you, but they already, because the original 6 are in there.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you they're like, we'll get like the original 6 live, and then they threw the darts at the remaining characters.
Yeah.
And tried to work it out from there.
For sure.
I can dig that.
I'm trying to
Who
think
is that girl? Who plays that yellow girl?
I have no idea. I didn't recognize her when I looked up the thing.
She looks like Data's like daughter that he possibly had with the Borg Queen.
Oh, there
Do
you
you
go.
think he
That
looks like a
actually-
young Data?
Yeah, but I think that's just the muted
Look.
makeup that
No.
does that.
The older these ones get, they turn gray.
Oh, I like that.
Just like Data.
Nice.
I've done my job.
All right. Well, I think this.
Did you know,
we'll see you next
this is a
week.
fun fact that I looked into.
Yeah.
They only could film in 7-minute increments because that's real gold, and people were passing out and dying on set.
Nice. Yeah, they had to constantly just replace the entire staff. Yeah. That's why James Gunn was really fired.
Exactly.
We covered up. We were like, we have to find some piece of bullshit to get rid of you.
And even though it was unnecessary, he did double coatings of the gold on genitals and armpits.
Yes.
They're like, these armpits or genitals are not in the scene. He's like, shush.
These need to breathe the most.
Oh, you got one of those for back of your car windshield?
No.
I haven't seen any of those.
I actually, to be honest, I haven't. I think those things just kind of fell out of popularity. I could see them having like some kind of decal for your window or something that would like mimic that. Like that seems to be the big thing nowadays. I've got decals. I've got a Punisher decal sitting in my room that I haven't used yet.
Like a sticker?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I got a bunch of stickers that I haven't stuck on anything yet. I used to like to stick them on my helmet at work, but then the one time my helmet went overboard, and I was like, oh, there goes all those sweet Mario stickers. I was like, bummer.
Yeah, you gotta buy twosies.
I brought that helmet from home. Who would you rather, Gamora or Nebula?
Ooh, good question. Nebula's probably dirtier. I think she gets more down.
I think
she's too serious.
I think that Gamora has stronger daddy issues. So when I dress up as Thanos in bed, she'll be all for it.
I don't know. I don't know that she has stronger dirty issues.
I don't know,
issues.
man. It's like tearing you apart inside. I don't know.
Hey, Holmes.
Oh, man.
No, I was just like, I don't know that she has stronger daddy issues than Nebula.
No, they're kind of equal.
Yeah, it's
probably a tie.
So good. Such. I love his love for his wife is that she doesn't dance.
That one unmoving.
It's
How
so
old is
good.
Batista? 48?
He's got to be, yeah.
It's not. It's not easy, even at a younger age, to keep that type of physique up. But
oh hell yeah!
Like my God, for him to be that way, he's on roids to make him like the traps on him.
Yeah, but he still looks decent. Like he doesn't look like a blown out like a
like Rambo, and
like
Rambo
a big
5.
Papa Pump.
Yeah. Oh God. What a fucking train wreck that guy. He still says like nasty shit all the time about people, and I'm just like, dude, you're like the worst.
Well, because they get paid money to show up and say, "Oh, let's do a shoot interview," and he's like, "Oh, these people are fucking garbage." Blah blah blah.
A shoot interview. I like
That's what they call them.
Yeah.
It's like
he went on a real shoot. Sometimes when I'm reading like on websites, like, oh, he went off on a real hot shoot or whatever.
yeah, it's some guy. It's just like Jim Cornette calling somebody a rapist or something like that.
That's hilarious. That's like the. Yeah. That's like the story I honestly got read like 2 days ago.
That doesn't surprise me.
Is
at
it
all.
Brock Lesnar, who apparently I've read a lot is a real asshole, like a real piece of shit.
Yeah,
and he had grabbed like they were having like an intergender match, and Brock Lesnar had grabbed Jim Cornette's wife, who was a wrestler at the time, grabbed her vagina ring.
Oh.
And like pinched it or something, and she was like, "What the?" And he came, and then Jim Cornette pulled a gun on him, on Lesnar.
Oh my god!
He was like, "I will kill you." And then Lesnar ran off crying because he can't outbully a gun.
That's bullshit. I can. I'm scared of nothing.
I wonder how much of the actual facial expressions of they actually used. Probably just his eyebrows.
Probably.
They had to take away fuzz with.
Yeah.
What was this like? This was like in some. Oh, this Avengers, I think.
What are you talking
Isn't one of them's in one of those kind of things fighting? Isn't it Black Panther's sister, maybe?
Ish. It is basically they create like these are all remotely piloted ships.
That's a neat
but
idea.
Their thing is like a little device you could stick to any car, and then it remotely take over that car. So it's like the same. Really, not that different from what people are doing with drones right now.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's like if they weren't so cheap, that would be like the actual future of warfare.
Yeah.
You wouldn't lose anybody.
Yeah.
But we're way more expendable. There's way more people.
Yeah.
Than there are money to pay for these planes.
Well, they're starting to get more and more into drones because they do have drone bombers and drone pilots and stuff like that now. It's
mailmen too. Drone mailmen.
Yeah. It's about time. About time.
The mailman rings 3 times now.
And like
he's still fucking your wife.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's fine. I'm good either way.
Robot took my job. Robot took my wife. At the bar.
What, are you at a bar for prospectors?
Yes, apparently. Yes, you been there?
Yeah. Of course, the Lucky Nugget.
And on the sign, it's a guy with one golden testicle.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like swinging.
And that's not his lucky nugget.
Exactly.
It's the testicle he lost because it rolled down a thing, and that's how he struck gold. So, if you were to break this down into like the his turn slide, if you break this down into like the timeline of when things happen in the MCU, this takes place 3 months after the first Guardians.
Oh shit!
So it's a year after Thor: The Dark World. Winter Soldier. It could be either before or after. It doesn't really matter at that point. And it takes place a year before Age of Ultron. So it's like it can happen either before or after.
Right. So 3 months after the first.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to play this game. This game should be at the new Star Wars thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should be in the lounge. They don't even make a fucking big deal about it. And you sit down and you're like, whoa, it's this thing.
That would be pretty cool. I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm surprised that like that used to be a huge thing back in the days. Like every movie was a video game. They just don't do that anymore.
Oh, you remember how we were talking about why isn't there like the Avengers game?
Yeah, like the
now there's a
world.
fighting one.
Yes.
You know, not an open world, but
there
should friggin' be. There should be more of like a even just like a mech warrior type of an idea where you're plunked down in a setting.
Yeah.
And that setting can be completely destroyable.
Yeah.
Like you can smash, if you're in the place, you can smash through buildings, but what would be cool is if you can't, like you could land halfway in the building and still fight, you know what I mean? Throw them up through the floors
it'd
and
be
whatever.
A lot of fun. It'd be so much fun.
Fuck, man. I'm surprised there isn't. Do you think that may be a rights thing?
No, because they could sell their rights to whoever they want. Like, nobody could just flat out on spec make that game, but they could have easily...
I'm surprised it's not in development. I'm just really... I thought maybe because I know the Fox, but that still wouldn't stop anything from being done.
This reminds me a little bit of, again, The Matrix. I've been talking about The Matrix a lot in the last couple of movies, but it reminds me of the squiddies all like coming together and flying.
Whoa.
Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, you lost, bro. And you will not get your quarter back.
Yeah. It's weird because she seems to be the only one of these superior beings that acts like a superior being. The rest of them all act like freaking teenagers. They're like, yeah, come on, get him, go.
Because one of them... Who the fuck was that?
That was Ego.
Who?
Ego, freaking Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that? Like...
This is the best part of watching
still alive,
movies with Todd after years.
I've looked away for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's kind of nice though. I kind of envy it because actually not remember. It's like, oh man, what happens next? Like after you've seen the movie.
I only saw one time.
Yeah, but it's like you have kind of a broad spectrum memory of what happens, but not like the little details.
I like to feel it myself.
But you know what I mean. Like it's just like you could, if I asked you what happened in this movie, you could basically break it down. Yes. But it's the little things that you get to enjoy.
Yes,
again.
that's true.
That's what I'm getting at. Oh my god,
you should drink more.
Yeah, exactly.
Or start.
Holy
shit.
I just roofing myself and crawl under the couch.
Crawl under there first and then roof yourself.
I start my whole life anew. I wake up and I'm like, am I a cat? I could be a cat.
I won't tell you you're not a cat, damn it.
Thank you. See, you're the only person who properly like motivates me.
Is he unkillable or what? Like,
no, just super durable.
That was awesome. Oh, look at those little cuties.
What a
Who the fuck are those guys?
I don't know.
No, those were the guys that should have been sitting next to Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon. Not one of those fucking puffins.
Oh, I like those things, man. And they actually replaced real puffins.
Yeah, I know, because they had to get rid of something, right?
That was.
What the fuck were those things called?
Oh,
puffins?
No, the
Swagilies.
No, shit. The fact that you're saying wronger names makes me fucking
I know it too.
Yeah. Mogwai.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter. It couldn't have less to do with what we're dealing with.
Does that matter? What? It seems like Rocket's being more of an asshole in this one.
Yes. He's really, really constantly pushing in this one.
He seems really pissed off in this one.
It's like the it's like you're watching a guy trying to make everybody break up with him, right? It's smart.
They have no idea what it is he's speaking about.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, it looks like some old school blimp from the 50s or some shit.
Yeah. I love their awesome...
Oh, they're getting into power stance. Power circle.
Yeah. Her metal thing was gold in the... when they were on the Sovereign, their Nebula's like metal eye bit was all gold, but I'm guessing that's just because it was all the reflective gold off of her. Because I was sitting there, I was actually going to make a comment. I was like, oh, that's not the color that it usually is. That is really not an effective landing unit.
Holy, well, that was pretty effective.
Dig 8 feet into the ground.
It terraforms the planet to land.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a good-looking gentleman.
Oh, this is where they catch Mantis, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
He is good-looking, dude, eh?
He looks so just like... He's aged so well.
He's Hollywood, come on.
Yeah, man. But
he changed this.
What?
In the comics, Ego the Living Planet is not Peter's dad.
No.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, no.
But it's not Ego.
They actually do say specifically who it is.
Yeah.
In the research, it says who it is. I don't think I pulled that piece because I was just kind of like, we've accepted that not the right person. Oh, Seth Green as as Howard the Duck again. I'd be curious to see if he makes another.
That's what it is. It's Big Fat J from Big Fat J and Silent
Silent Ball.
Silent Guy.
Yeah.
He's making with the comic book dude Howard the Duck movie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Or I love this man. Or Yondu. And Michael Rooker. Take your pick.
Both.
He just banged a sex robot.
Yeah.
To the point that it's shut down. He is a fucking animal.
Well, they're constantly wiping their memories so they don't have... That's kind of the idea.
I want to feel like a pimp daddy.
Yeah.
So I asked them to send me the robot hooker with only 5% juice left. So that I'm like, yeah, I did that.
I'll fill it up with the other 95% juice. This blew my mind.
Stallone!
Because I didn't actually know about this leading in. I knew he was playing a role, but I thought it was going to be like some teeny tiny little cameo like late in the movie. There was rumor he was going to be like one of the Nova Corps or something like that.
Right.
Or he was going to be Nova because there is like an actual...
Is that dude from Thor's Bad Guys place? The Frost Giants? Kind of looks Frost Giant-esque.
Who, the guy on the left there? No.
I don't know, just pick somebody, I guess.
Yeah, it's anybody.
You're like, yeah, it could be anybody, really.
No, I don't think so.
This
he is so intense.
A great story of Yondu.
Absolutely. I almost wish that he had his own movie. I almost wish the Ravagers just had flat out their own movie. And that was actually James Gunn's next goal, and that's why Disney said they might be open to working with him again in the future, is specifically because he wants to do more galactic stories, which might lead to the new group.
I heard that they were thinking about doing a show based on the Ravagers with Stallone as the new.
I would have a hard time.
If I was Stallone, I'd totally do it.
He should, but I can't see him just going, oh yeah, no problem, show. I'll do a show.
Yeah.
It's just...
Stallone, get with it, man. Everybody's on Netflix and all them fuckers now.
That's exactly it. But he's just... I think he's too old school. He's like, no, I'm a movie star. Well, that's not how the world...
No, he is a movie star, actually. Well, who can I say? He certainly is.
He's
a smart man.
Yeah.
Very smart.
But, I mean, the quality of movie he's been doing lately is...
We're talking about Creed 2?
But also at the same time, he's been in 3 or 4 other, oh, I didn't even know that came out. Yeah.
Escape Land 2 and 3 filmed back to back.
I know.
No, 3's coming out.
Yeah, no, there is. I believe there is another one going on. I'm losing.
That's killer makeup.
They're all really good. This is the guy from This Is Us. Taserface.
Oh, it is. Who is it?
He's the big guy with Chrissy Metz. The big guy with the fat girl.
Are you thinking?
This Is Us.
What's the other one? Mike and Molly. That's what you're thinking.
No, I'm not thinking. No, I'm thinking This Is Us because it is the girl.
I thought she. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about Stallone's son, who's with Mandy Moore.
Oh, Milo Ventimiglia.
Remember, didn't he play Stallone's son in Rambo 5? 12?
Yes. No, just Rocky Balboa. He didn't play Rocky's son in Rambo 5.
Remember that crossover Rambo Rocky?
Yes. Well,
they meet each other and someone plays Stallone from behind. Carl Weathers.
Yeah. What's his face? Scott Aukerman from Comedy Bang Bang and stuff like that. He actually wrote with some friends of his Rocky versus Rambo.
Sweet. Oh my god, that must have taken her 5 out forever to walk her. See what she was walking?
I know.
God.
It is a slow song. I feel like this is I feel like the Ewoks are just over the corner in this scene.
Oh, he's got his little ear thing.
Oh man,
yeah.
I love. He's just meant to be everybody's father now. I think it is because he was supposed to be, or at least the rumors are that he was supposed to be Paul Walker's father in the Fast and Furious movies.
Right.
But then he died, so they couldn't get to that reveal, and then they just kind of were like, oh, all right, well, moving on.
Like this right here, he's like. Freaking Drax thought that Yondu was his actual blood father.
Yeah.
He's so good, eh? God, I love him.
Oh, man.
I hope he's going to be in the new Tarantino. He's been in a bunch of the... Well, he was in Death Proof, which I love.
Well, I feel like that was the beginning of his resurgence. Because he kind of fell off, and then he did that, and then he did... what was the other Tarantino?
Hateful Eight.
Yes.
He's always consistently in things, so it just depends on whether, But
he's
always in something.
This was him kind of splashing again, going, hey, behold, I'm back and I'm here.
And I'm young again.
And I'm now Santa in a Netflix movie.
I gotta see that. I gotta see everything Kurt Russell does. I'm waiting for that one. Be good and liquored up and
Well, you don't have to wait for it.
accidentally put it
out.
on.
It was out before Christmas.
No, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
I'm
to come out.
coming back
It's coming out
around
2021.
next Christmas.
Redux.
Yeah. So a lot of people were considered for Ego. Matthew McConaughey was actually going to do it.
Oh.
And because again, there doesn't really have to be an age.
No,
thing.
exactly.
So he passed on this role to do the Dark Tower, which worked out great for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
He turned down Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Yeah.
to do the Dark Tower.
Yes.
Jesus
Cool.
Christ.
Right? But Gary Oldman, Viggo Mortensen, Christoph Waltz, Christopher Plummer, Max von Sydow, Alec Baldwin, Ron Perlman, Stephen Lang, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis,
Whoa.
Robert De Niro, Michael Biehn, Mel Gibson, and Liam Neeson were all considered. Now, again, I
I thought
don't
you were
know.
going to say tried out. I was going to be like, holy shit.
I don't know that means. I don't know how many of them were actually like in talks, or I bet you the feelers went out to most of them and probably came back for most of them.
Right. Did you just burn her hand in the fire as a joke?
Yeah. No, I can't really. I can't actually remember.
Yeah, I missed it. So, I was him peeing a show, or when he is in a physical form, he has to do the same functions? Ego.
I think it's more. Yeah, like I think he has put himself in a form that makes him have to be.
He would have to do what the
like
body does.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, he could probably will it to not happen, but he's like,
Right.
I kind of dig that this is what this is what this is about.
Go to the bathroom. Hey, it's pretty cool. All right, man.
It's really sad. Olivia Jackson, who was one of Nebula's stunt women from the first movie, doing a different movie. She got a traumatic brain injury. She got an amputation. She got a bunch of fractures in her face. She had to get all this surgery and stuff like that. Basically, there was a camera crane in the wrong spot when she was doing some motorcycle stunt. It was for Resident Evil,
Right.
the final chapter. And so basically, her injuries though very similar to the injuries or the prosthetics and things like that Nebula has.
Wow.
Because like the one side of her face is all like fake, and she's got prosthetic arms and all these different things.
Right.
And it's just,
Oh yeah, a lot of this movie takes place on Buddy there.
Yeah.
It's because it's kind of neat though, because like James Gunn knows what he's doing. He's not fucking stupid.
No.
So the first one's kind of jumping around, exploring the galaxy, and this one kind of centers you.
Yeah.
In a place.
Yeah. This is a Two Towersy kind of thing. Okay, we need to go in two directions.
Right.
We're got to do this thing. You got to go do that.
I love
thing.
that. Those are my favorite parts of movies, man.
Well, it's important, especially like there's something about the part twos, right? Because you have to get yourself in the most trouble in the part two.
Right.
And it's like, and one of the most sure ways to do that is by separating everybody.
Right.
It's like that's a big Walking Dead trope. Samantha Morton just made her debut on Walking Dead too. Yeah, again to give you a little dating on when this is being recorded.
Samantha Morton started on there?
Yeah, she's playing one of the Whisperers who wears like zombie masks and like walks amongst the zombies and stuff.
Well, a lot of people apparently have figured it out.
Yeah.
What's their problem?
Yeah.
Well, how come they're not pulling any shit like that?
What do you mean?
You know what they
they
found
did.
out in the first season. They figured out that they could cover themselves in zombie guts and then walk right through. Well, what happened to that whole thing?
Well, they do it when they have to.
I'd be wearing zombie guts all day long.
Ugh.
I'd be walking around, man. I won't be fucking hanging out on the wall.
Man, I wish I had Mantis. That would be my number one role for Mantis. Is just make me go to sleep. I'll sleep so well.
Yeah, that'll be mine too.
She is ridiculously funny in these movies.
I like her. She's a very good actress too.
Yeah.
You think her drugs eventually start getting on, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like her mental, fucking with you, though, man. That's she's so fucking powerful. She had Thanos rolling his eyes back, man.
Yeah. This is my favorite. That's my favorite bet. He's like, I think your antenna for feeling if a doorway is too low and it will keep you from being decapitated. Yes, and if it's anything else, then I win.
If it's anything else.
It's a pretty interesting.
Like Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Jean Grey's an empath, right?
No, she's a telepath. She can read thoughts and she can implant thoughts and all that stuff. An empath, though, it's just such a different power from all of these movies. Like, everybody else has powers that are kind of very specifically useful in combat, whereas hers are kind of like, you know, you kind of have to go around all that to use them.
It seemed like it worked pretty well in
Yes.
thing there.
But it wasn't really a fighting move. It was them kind of figuring out, well, how can we use it so we can fight her? Your deepest, darkest secret. I copy that all the time. Every time Carrie like does anything wrong, I point at her and go, "You must be so embarrassed."
Do me.
Oh God. It's really hard. Like, I often think about the pressure on her specifically, because she knew she was going to be in multiple movies beyond this, but like, she has to come in with a group who had really good chemistry in the first movie, in a movie that nobody expected to be successful, like, well, as successful as it was anyways, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you're just going to be a part of this now, and it's like, I can't imagine what that must feel like going in.
Be like when they introduced Matt Damon in Saving Private Ryan. He
Yes.
did the same thing. He said they went to boot camp for weeks and weeks and weeks, and they went through hell.
Yeah.
They filmed like half the movie, and then they're just like, here's this guy.
Yeah.
And I think they did it on purpose, though. They said because the idea was supposed to be, fuck, we're all the way in here to save you.
Well,
like,
they have a little bit of resentment towards him because he wasn't part. Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah.
Oh,
It worked.
There's a power, buddy.
But see, that's what I'm saying, man. I sleep so poorly. That would be awesome. Multiple moons, too.
Which one do you count sheep to? I couldn't sleep for that reason.
I don't count sheep to any moons. They jump over my bed, not the moon.
Cow jumped over the moon?
The cow jumped over the moon. We're counting sheep.
Oh, fuck.
What have you been doing?
Oh, that poor farm.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You just look at it, it's just like splatted cows and splatted sheep all over the place.
Lord.
Now what's he gonna
skank
fuck?
face or whatever.
Taser face.
Taser face.
Skank face.
What a sweet fucking name. Taser face.
I like that somehow you came up with a worse name than Taser. Fucking skank face over here. I keep thinking that looked like Jude Law to me.
I thought it was the girl from the tattoo, dragon tattoo.
Oh, headphones. I must be so embarrassed. Oh, so good.
That's not good. Holy shit.
This is where you get the most. I feel like this is the most useful rocket ever is.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like, this is like his hero shot.
I'm guessing we are going to learn why he's being such an asshole to them.
Yeah, they do address it a little bit. But
I hope the next one we go into like, what the fuck happened to him?
I would love to see. Oh, there's that dude. He's in like who's in Jarhead and stuff like that. I can never remember his name.
Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Holy fucking right, Rocket. I am fucking bullets.
Yeah, I would like to see some some origin story flashbacks of the other guys.
Yeah, something.
Because
right?
like we've gotten
Drax and his wife and stuff.
Yeah, because we've gotten Peter and we've gotten.
We definitely got Gamora and Nebula. That's for sure.
So you get all that, but it's like, yeah, I'd be curious to get a little something of him.
And Groot is the only one left of his species.
I don't entirely know.
I think Groot's homeworld.
But Groot is also, that's another thing that they confirmed in this movie, is that Groot died in the first movie. This is Groot's son.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, well, that's what James Gunn said.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Just because he wrote a movie doesn't mean he knows everything.
Yeah. Well, he does get to determine if he killed off a character or not.
I believe that because it was a branch off of him, it is him still.
Well, if you go by actual plants and stuff like that, like all the plants aren't one plant, because like everything's like a spore of some of itself. Or oh my god!
Ooh!
We've got a
Cats are rocking the green screen action right now.
We got a green screen set up for some stuff we were shooting earlier, and it just started rumbling like crazy. I love this. Smash, smash, smash.
So it's not even the real Groot, eh?
No.
Some friggin'
son of Groot.
How could they have killed Groot so early? They should have killed him at the second one. I mean, you know?
Ah.
I feel like they've been moving the Groot along a little too fast here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're lucky, bud.
She should just be able to grab it at that point, shouldn't he? You just like move
Yeah, but
it
then you
over.
might piss it off and it might go right for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, he is beyond the MVP in this movie, though, man.
Oh, totally.
Whenever he shows up in something, though, he's always so intense. Like him, again, going back to Walking Dead, his work in Walking Dead was out of this fucking world.
Oh, he was
man.
great. And then he
So
showed up
good.
and laid around with no hand or something.
Yeah, because in
Daryl.
the last time you see him in season 1, he's been handcuffed to a pipe on a roof.
That's right.
Because Rick did that.
Yeah.
And basically said, "Oh, he died," and then you find out he basically cut his own hand off, and then like kept going because he's too busy being badass to give a shit about such things.
Oh, yeah. At least he got the gold fronts going out.
Oh yeah.
Or how long his makeup took. Whose makeup was the longest?
I believe it was Drax's, but I know for a fact that everybody's makeup. So I do have now his Drax makeup took 90 minutes to apply it. It's down from 3 hours. Who else too? I don't know. I don't appear to have anybody else.
Right.
But there were a lot of like basically they literally cut everybody's makeup time in half. They figured out how to do it more efficiently, I guess it is. Sean Gunn again. Love him very much. He's really...
Oh, he's right.
Yeah. Oh, the comedian there too. I keep forgetting his name. The guy in the goggles. Shit. And I really like him too.
What's he from?
He's a stand-up comedian. He's like... You see him
Oh,
around.
his right-hand man there, buddy.
Not his right-hand man. No, that was Sean Gunn was his right-hand man.
Oh, that's right.
And that's James Gunn's brother and Kirk from Gilmore Girls, if you're really in the know, like me. Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus. See, that kind of threw me off, too, because of the way he reacts and stuff. I'm like, is he like a cyborg or some shit?
Just his mohawk.
Yeah, no, I know, but...
It's got to connect to something, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he does look like he's got some metal parts going on, like Nebula.
Yeah, well, because it looked built into his head, right? So...
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
this is a great callback. It's not ripe. She's really good in these things. So I really like for her, well, except for the fact that she's in the Doctor Who stuff and all that, like she could go without being recognized at all.
She's the girl that's in Jumanji 2.
Yes. Well, Jumanji.
Crazy.
The remake Jumanji.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you would never be able to recognize her from this, and she could just kind of like go about her business. And I was like, that must be so fucking nice. But she was in Doctor Who, so 1 billion people know her.
That's
from
why
that.
they know her.
Yeah,
Anybody
exactly.
that's so she can't go anywhere in Britain.
No.
She'd be fine North America.
Or anywhere where BBC America is offered.
Yeah.
Looks like they're flying on a jawbone.
Yeah. Probably is, for fuck's sakes.
I feel like this is going to be what Minecraft is once they finally give up on the cubes.
It's Pandora. They're just traveling over Disney right now.
This is this is the new Pandora expansion.
Looks neat.
I could say
Fucking right, I could jump there.
I like that. Like, if you could build a planet from your imagination, what would it look like in comparison to this?
I think it would look exactly the same, but those floating balls would be boobs. That's it. That's the only change I'd make.
I'm totally good with
and
that.
And they break off with bigger, littler boobs.
Nice.
Yeah? All right.
I feel like I would be way more along the line of Quill's imagination stuff that comes up later where he's like Pac-Man and shit.
Oh, yeah, like some more retro throw. No, I think I would really like a nice mix. Not too much. I think I would try and strike the perfect Thanos-like balance.
Yeah.
You know, with the proper, everything is recycling. There's no waste. Like, everyone lives in harmony.
Everybody can dunk.
There's shit. Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
That's my fairness, man.
Whoa. Even white people?
Especially white people.
Oh, God. I do like his little fish fountain there, though.
Yes.
Whoa. Nice little city. That's for thinking.
Yeah, this has a very
thinking
like,
room.
Sistine Chapel feel to it. I think it would have been hilarious if his
this is
place
neat.
looked like an old an old Italian man's house. It's got like golden colored ceramic lions on the front.
So exactly like
entrance.
Oprah's. So here you go. Here's the story here.
Yeah. They did a brilliant thing on SNL this week. It was a commercial for like an old Greek couple's like banquet hall. And they're like, everything has carpet. Kitchen has carpet. Bathroom has carpet. Chairs feel like carpet. They did a little thing there. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it made it look like Captain America's shield for just a second. I don't know if that means that Captain America is a celestial of some sort.
Oh my god, just a shield. Yeah. So he sat there for 1,000,000 years just hanging.
Yeah. But
as a floating, glowing brain.
Yeah. But it's one of those things of he's like been around so long that like means nothing to him. That's like a month passing by to us.
What he imagined. He
yes.
did a pretty good job of the pants and everything too.
Yeah. These are great questions.
That's not a stupid.
No,
he's obviously he's not the planet, but the idea is how the fuck did this guy do that?
Yeah, he's saying what we're all thinking.
It was beautiful.
I want everybody to watch.
He's true. He's right.
Yeah.
It's not half bad. He's like,
I like to see digestive system. That means he poops and stuff like that.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, not really, because once you die, you're gonna be back as your
you just have
celestial form. He's a celestial.
Yes, correctamundo.
Which is older than a Titan. I would guess it would be older.
Yeah, I mean, like a celestial, like in regular myth and stuff like that, like it doesn't exist. It basically ends a Titan, but in this world, celestial would be, those were the first things that existed in the universe.
So they outrank a Titan, I would think.
Yes. But not a Tennessee Titan.
It's freaky marble statues, bro.
Yeah, you'd figure he'd have an even better way of like showing off his memories. Instead of having like fucking Sears. Sears mannequins.
Sears mannequins with strange plasticine hair and clothing.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say their hair looks like modeling clay. Oh, there's a baby in there. Now let's watch your mother's vagina. It's the kid's birthday. No!
Now we'll go inside for the baby, your point of view.
Yeah, exactly. I can show from every point of view. One of the big things in this, though, was the ability to use Ego was a big problem because that was actually the rights with Ego were part of 20th Century Fox. And so they had to approach them to get permission to use Ego. And it ended up being a pretty, because he's actually more a Fantastic Four Silver Surfer character.
Right.
So what they decided to do to go about that was they basically Fox traded off the ability to use Negasonic Teenage Warhead's superpowers and stuff like that. So it's very weird how the rights split and stuff like that. Like the lawyer shit is so weird. Basically, Negasonic Teenage Warhead could be a character, but she wouldn't have been able to use any of her superpowers.
So weird,
right? And I'm like,
so odd, like
I'm very curious of how like those things get decided or like what like.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's a
whoa
gross thing. And then the only thing worse is that he's making him like watch. He's making Yondu like watch all his buddies die.
I believe Yondu has always been soft.
Yeah,
they're now just, you know.
Well, and that's.
But he seems to do what's right for the Reavers too.
Yeah.
Ravagers, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
they should run into some Reavers.
Yeah,
they shall be sitting in like the Ravager Reaver Hall, and they kind of mix up together.
Yeah, so I don't like as much as I don't obviously want to see it. I'm very curious to see exactly what would happen to a person just completely exposed to space and sent out.
You just saw right there.
Well, there's that, but then you see that version in what was it? Event Horizon. Where like the blood's like coming out of the guy's eyes.
Like pretty much like squishes you like I could see maybe the crushing you inwards.
Yeah.
Like a slight implosion, not all the way, like boop, gone.
Yeah,
but...
I have no idea. Well, it's my thing is like it's like all of your oxygen to be like sucked out of your body all at once. Is it being sucked out through your skin, tearing you open, or like
Woo.
Taserface? What a great name. But yeah, I didn't know that this guy was the guy. It was again, oh man, more Walking Dead shit. He was on Talking Dead after this movie came out, and they're like, "Yeah, you play Taserface." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Taserface. You never know who the fuck this guy was. Is that right?
He very much sounds like
I don't know.
Very much sounds like a pirate of some sort.
Yeah, like an old school. He definitely went to Buccaneer acting class.
Oh hell yeah!
On
Yeah,
that old
he
ship.
tried out for all the Pirates movies.
Oh yeah, when they're not serving shrimp on there, they give
Yeah.
acting classes.
Yeah, the only pirate job he got was Captain Phillips, and they looked really weird.
In that, yeah, he's not wearing makeup.
Look at me, I'm the captain now, and then he's all gigantic. Taserface.
No. They're trying not to laugh.
I'm having such a problem though, not remembering that goddamn actor's name or that comedian.
I think I'm drooling all down his beard.
Yeah.
Just giving her.
Oh god. I do like Taserface. So yeah, the budget of this movie was $200 million. So obviously
Whoa.
they got a little extra more cashola to make this one. It sits actually 5th place amongst all of the movies for domestic and world. It made $389.8 million domestic, and it made $863.8 million worldwide.
Would you say it was domestic again?
389.8 million. So like just under 20 million under what Civil War made, but 56 million more than Guardians 1 made.
So that's good.
Yeah. So as far as it's standing, it sits between Civil War and Guardians 1 in both of the lists. And it is number 6 on the IMDb list at 7.7 out of 10. So it sits just, again, actually just under Civil War and just over Doctor Strange. So I'm going to put
a 7.7.
Yeah. So again, it's...
I'll renumber it at the end.
Yeah.
I think that might not be too far off.
I'm gonna put this to everybody though at the end when we get towards the end, where the IMDb rankings sit. I want to know where other people's rankings sit, because I mean a lot of my movies are way like Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War are tied for 4th place, and I would put both of those potentially above, again, always depending on my mood, potentially above the first Avengers movie. So I don't know, it's hard. It's I look at that list and I'm just like, and then I'm like, and then like Thor is under Iron Man 3, and like just the little things like that, just really get my goat. You know what I mean? My goat is God.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, Vern?
So this guy's gonna have some making up to do.
Oh hell yeah!
As he started, he didn't start the rebellion against Yondu, but he did not get sucked out the window with everybody else.
That's true. It was that kind of. It was almost like accidental. He was just like, "Hey, don't do that," and then everybody was like, "You're right. Let's kill him."
Like, "Oh shit! I didn't mean for this to fucking happen."
Son of a bitch! I just thought we were gonna sit down and have a talk. So another little piece of trivia is Kurt Russell and Michael Rooker. This is their second film together since Tombstone.
Oh, good movie.
But at the same time, they spend no time together in this movie. Like
I don't think they see each other.
I don't. Well, he's present when they were inside,
right?
But like, I don't know what that was. I like that they got to have a scene together too. Like, it makes me wonder if that sort of thing gets pitched like ahead of time, where it's kind of like, oh, you're gonna do this movie, you're gonna be this. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, oh, you're gonna get this meaty scene where you and like,
right.
Well, I'm happy for Chris Pratt too, because I mean he gets to be the sarcastic, funny guy a lot and stuff like that. But
he's
he's
to show little chops.
Yeah,
here.
he gets to actually act in this one, like, because like Jurassic World, there's no acting in it. It's really just running from things that aren't there. And
there's a certain amount of acting, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like
I agree with you.
The emotion is gone.
Not like Miscasterpiece Theater to that.
Oh, God. I hope you guys have tuned into that shit. Hopefully the audio worked this time and we actually have released them since then.
For fuck's sake.
Fuck. We had... I'll go into it very quickly, but last week was a little bit of a nightmare for us. We recorded Doctor Strange, and it stopped recording about, like, what was it, like an hour 40 into the movie or something like that?
Yes.
And then we had to go back a little bit and then kind of recapture. But, like, literally my energy was depleted. I was so mad. I was just drained. And then we couldn't get it going in time. We were going to record this last week, and we couldn't get it. I couldn't get the friggin' equipment going. But we had shot 2 really good things that we were really proud of. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get to editing these things. And I go to turn it on, and it's just a hum of audio, and none of the audio captured for any of my things. So we're trying to get some redundancy in. We're going to be doing some upgrades to our studio and things like that are... we're very excited about.
He's passing the ball around with this old man.
Oh, this is both parts of the corniest thing, but almost like its intention is what decides whether or not it's corny. Like, if he wants to play this as a true moment between them, it's corny as shit. But if he plays it as like, it's kind of funny that they're playing ball, then it's a great scene.
You don't want to play ball with your dad, right?
Right.
Play ball with his son. A made-up energy ball that you created from your...
Yeah, I've created a lot of like balls of gunk before that I've tried to throw at people, and they call it a sex crime.
No.
Yeah, no.
R. Kelly wouldn't call that.
No, R. Kelly wouldn't. R. Kelly would call that. That's my Tuesday.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Tuesday. I'm serious. That's amazing.
Tuesday.
I was thinking about how sensitive those things must be.
Oh,
the little hairs at the top.
That'd be amazing if she was like, just he like their first like scene, he like tweaks them. It's just like, oh.
Or it would be awful.
It's kind of hilarious that she doesn't look that different in real life. Like, I would recognize her. It's just like her. Really, the only thing that throw off, even more so than the antenna, is just her big black eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say her eyelashes.
Yeah, but like
I don't even notice antennas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She apparently dubbed her own French for this movie, like for the French version.
They made a deal with her, just like Buddy in the Portuguese or whatever.
Yeah. Well, again, like Vin Diesel did all the languages of his thing again, but because she actually speaks French, she's, I think, what did they say she was? She was like French and Japanese or something like that. I can't remember what it was, or Russian, or like no, French, Russian. In Japanese or something like that. Like,
she speaks all those?
No, that's like her, her makeup, her background.
It's funny because like for Drax to be such a, like, you know, in the beginning he was like such a hardened warrior. He seems like such an honest. Well, he was always honest, but he seems to be the purest, internally.
Yeah. Yes.
Like when he feels something, there doesn't seem to be any gray area. It's just like, boom, this, like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh.
The other ones are the. I was like, where the fuck are they? Oh, they're at the Reavers. Or the, whatever, the Ravagers, whatever the fuck they're called.
I wonder.
Was she about to tell him that Ego's not.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, it's funny because they didn't really tell you too much in the preview for the movie, actually.
No.
But you know what got me? When I'm like, okay, something's not right here, because, like, for the longest time, I was just like, everything's been too happy.
Yeah.
I was like, there's been no bad guy.
I knew right around, it was basically that when I realized that this was happening so separately from everything else, I'm like, these guys aren't the bad guys of the movie.
No.
I was like
something's going on here.
And nobody else is being introduced.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh my God.
I love that that's his thing for the whole. Like,
that is so cute. It's true.
It is true.
Even if you're the worst maniac in the universe, you gotta be like, I can't kill this thing. Like, what am I?
Something that's interesting, though, and it also kind of plays into your whole denial of Groot being dead and stuff. If he is truly the last of his species, there is a thing in the Marvel comic universe where once you're the last of your species, you become, I can't remember the name of it now. It's like the others or something like that. And you are then immortal. And it was basically their way as comic book writers to protect anybody from like wiping out a race. It's like for example, it's like I invented the scrolls. And it's like, well, now you can't wipe the scrolls out of the comic books by saying, oh, well, their planets have been destroyed.
There was a war, and now they're dead.
Yeah, exactly right. So now it's like once the last remaining one happens, you are now a part of this new species, like that's made of one of everything that there's only one of.
Right.
And then then you're hereby immortal. I love the acting against nothing stuff. I feel like he always believes he's acting against nothing. Like even if he's on even if he was on a stage full of people, he just sees like green like dummies.
Yeah.
And he just
Oh, it's exactly what he said. Good for thieving.
Yeah. It works. Well, but this one got me right in the emotions.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Story and stuff like that. I was just out of this world.
Oh.
We just had a couple of little Blu-ray skippies, but everything's okay. What a weird... Like, this is one of the most overtly
Is he trying to get
CG,
out of this?
Yeah, he doesn't like it. That guy, he plays that character in every movie he's ever been.
You see that guy right there?
Which
That guy, this little guy. That's like every sailor I've ever sailed with. That guy, there it is. Every sailor ever.
Yeah, and he acts like that in all of the movie. Like if Jarhead he was in, he's basically the exact same character. And
dude was in Jarhead?
Yeah.
He's a child and a minor, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and see ya.
Yeah, this is.
He just kicked baby Groot.
Yeah, this is literally like beating the shit out of like maybe a 4-year-old.
Yeah, that is every sailor. Yeah, there they are.
Oh, now it makes me picture that this is you walking around.
Maybe.
Like, aw.
Every day.
Yeah.
Covered in someone else's urine. Well, he's all. Maybe you would have thought a long time ago. Maybe you could help these guys out.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I guess he is just a little thing.
This might also be the first time he's actually gotten over to here.
Oh, because they're all wasted.
Yeah. He might have been like in a cage the whole time.
I think, well, yeah, the little one, they're picking and yelling at him.
The face.
He's like, he's probably not going to go, wow.
Oh, man. I'm weirded out, too, by this scenario. Like, why do they have so many Ravagers, like, on this ship? Like, how many...
This guy's sucking his thumb.
Well, hey.
The other guy had a little boo-boo with him, his little pookie.
Everybody's got to have a pookie.
Okay, here we go. This is where it started. This is where it was getting all fucked up.
Yeah.
No fish face. There's even passed out.
Well, that's good. You should probably give him that at the very least, right? Oh, no, they're not clean. Just say it's...
Yeah.
This is how I speak. He loves those things. An Orloni. I feel like that was just named after like one of the designers or something like Roberto Orloni. Oh.
Point to your fucking head.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like
the
fucking mohawk.
Yeah, you're talking to a baby who only speaks tree. It makes me wonder now if he stole because when he gives Thor his eye in Infinity War, if that was that eye. Oh god!
They're thinking like weird.
Know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
no, there isn't. Oh, for fud! Was that me or you?
That was you.
No, it wasn't. My phone doesn't make noise like that.
Oh, mine sounds silent. Oh, unless it was one of the tablets.
There you go.
Shit. Well, in which case, that's still not my fault. It's not yours, but it's also not mine. That's kind
of.
What
do you have a cookie?
I do like cookies. That's what I do with everything with my children.
Like, such a long scene, eh? Like,
it makes me wonder if it's one of those, like, because it's easily one of those things they could have cut down to nothing. like this scene, but it's like one of those ones that just keeps going and going. It's like, do they
It's
let
a
it
good
go?
scene, though.
Do they let it go because it's funny, or they wanted it to hit a certain runtime, and
Right.
this wasn't a scene they wanted? They were.
No, I like that. That was good. It
Yeah.
was a funny scene.
Is he the only one with a bed?
Yeah, he's the king of the Ravagers,
Yeah, but
man.
you'd still think like everybody would
Ooh.
have just lesser beds,
Well, he's on something here.
right?
That looks like that, like the skater. It's a skater company, and it's like a flame. The
Flamer?
logo, yeah. Flamer. It's for gay skaters.
Flamer, right? Yeah. That'd be amazing. Ooh, I do like a good prototype.
Is that a
flame.
different one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Son of a bee sting. I like this relationship too. I hope that he still gets to play a part in part 3
I know. I agree.
because he's really good. But at the same time, I don't know that he will because his brother.
But look, he's got Groot in his pocket.
Yeah, well, that's adorable.
Oh, no, he's holding him.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. Hells yeah.
Take your thing.
It would bum me out. I would
Take
like
it
to
down.
think that James Gunn would tell his brother, do the movie. Because, like, he doesn't have the same kind
Yeah.
of career that his brother
Come-
has.
exactly.
I
Be in
don't
the
think-
fucking movie.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that James Gunn, like, as much as I know I'm sure he wanted to do part 3 and all that stuff, I don't think that he probably carries a ton of animosity.
I don't think he has any. I
Yeah.
think he's been in the industry for like 20 years.
Yeah.
He made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
He left his mark.
Yeah.
We know what he did.
And it's one of those things.
Yeah.
And I think he also has
Whoa.
kind of a sense of what the
Oh, here we go.
what the environment of Hollywood is right now and how nobody's taking any chances when
Right.
it comes to controversy. And he's like, all right, well,
Dude,
is how
this scene
how
is
this chapter-
so cool.
It is really good. And again, it's all about the music too. It like just makes it so much cooler. And
Oh, he's like, oh, fuck.
it's
What happened to the
definitely
blue one?
I don't know. Oh, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the shot of him with the bigger fin, and I was like, was like, it didn't look like hair before. I'm like, is he growing his hair? Is that hair? I didn't ask the real questions when I was looking at the trailer for this movie. I was like,
Those are all the wrong questions.
yeah, I'm happy to ask them.
There you go, bud.
Uh,
That guy looks like the first mate from Star Trek Discovery.
this would have been a good, like, credit scene for like another movie where like it comes through and like the blood's written on the arrow as it like slowly goes.
It's a good
through.
idea, actually.
Yeah, would have been a weird way to begin this movie, but
I would dig it. This is it right here. You get to see all the... He's pretty badass with this fucking thing.
oh hell yeah.
Is it weird that that's kind of like a pen, a quill? And his adopted son is Peter Quill?
Nah, it's not that weird.
This part right here.
Yeah.
Look at them all.
Yeah, it's...
You ain't
Well,
just whistling Dixie there, brother.
Well, it also gives you a special idea of how powerful he is. Like, that he just with that one arrow, too. Like, I love this.
God, you scream at him.
He is a deadly little foe.
Oh!
Yeah. He just...
Yep.
He just murdered
He just
a dude.
killed that guy.
That's
He
what
deserved
happens. Oh, yeah, he deserved it, but... This is a cool scene, too. I don't know what this room would be used for except to murder everybody with arrows.
Damn right.
Yes.
Better make sure you don't go through some vital piece of the ship there,
Well, that's
brah.
what I'm saying, yeah. Something's got to be load-bearing. Oh, this was cool with the lights
There
out.
you go. This is the part I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
done.
I'm getting myself caught up watching the movie again.
Oh, what
I
happens?
do that.
Who isn't?
I
It's
know.
a great scene.
Boom.
Oh, done.
Yeah,
It's like,
well.
oh, fuck.
I always wonder too when you see a guy with like face makeup like that, and it's like I always wonder, I'm like, who is that guy? Is that some like celebrity? Was that Carrot Top? Or was it Kathy
Celebrity and Carrot Top. Oh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Griffin? Big deal. It's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. He is tearing ass with
That's what
this
I'm saying.
thing. Like,
But his whistles always seem the same. Like,
it's subtle differences.
yeah.
The arrow knows.
Well, I feel like the whistles aren't the directions. I feel like his head is telling it what to do. That's why he's got the head thing.
Right.
I think the whistle is just kind of like speed up, slow down.
Ooh, he had a little flame.
Yeah. Go. How big? I want to know how big this ship is. I always get into those like dumb logistic things when I see these ships. Like I'll see like the Enterprise and it doesn't seem like it's a huge ship, but then you're like, oh, like friggin' like 2,000 people seem to work on this thing. It must be
yeah. Well,
pretty
because the
gigantic.
camera's way pulled out.
Yeah, exactly right.
You can't even see all the bathrooms that place has.
And it's like they said something like millions of people were on the Death Star and things like that. But then it's like,
Lord.
yeah, it's like you see those things. Then I see a ship like this. I'm like, how many people were on it and how many people were supposed to be on it, you know?
Oh.
Oh, Yondu. I do like their special bitterness. Is that like, I'm dying, but first I have to fuck this guy over really quick.
Well, he's like, he might have had the ability to get out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
I love that. Oh, this is a very lucky thing that this
I
ship
feel
had this
bad
thing.
for Taserface.
I know,
In
right?
a sense, the poor bastard. What was his own problem for calling
Well, I don't think it
himself
was his
fucking
Christian
Taserface?
name. I think that was like a name he adopted for himself that never caught on. He's like that kind of guy's like
daughter that.
Yeah, it's like from now on you're gonna call me like you're gonna call me the dog pound.
Sweet. Whoa. Where
Oh.
was that they just passed through? That was probably something right there.
Yeah. Oh, this is a gross little stretches. These are like watching their faces go is so weird and gross. Like what? I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of, like Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I was thinking Ren and Stimpy meets Evil Dead or something.
Yeah.
A beautiful place. It looks like you could pick anything out there and just eat it. And it would taste like ice cream. My God.
It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, only it's made from a man's seed.
So he jizzed in a lot of that chocolate.
It's mostly probably.
That lawsuit that came out years later.
Yeah, well, the first thing he did tell those kids was "Come with me."
Yep.
So,
Just like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right.
Come with me. Come with me. Just take an exact
God.
song, say that over it, and you've got your own song.
Oh my God, that was that realization was like the worst thing in my life. I'm hearing all these like songs that Puff Daddy at the time was doing, and you're like, oh man, this sounds so good. But this is just completely
The same exact thing. We take hits from the 80s. Yeah. Doesn't sound so crazy.
Yeah.
Not so much crazy as familiar.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Familiar. I go with
yeah.
Weird that.
Yeah. But I guess when you're Puff, when you're P. Diddley,
Yeah.
and you can throw that shiz whammy
Yeah.
around at the pizzipiole.
Yeah. But I don't know who I'm angrier at, though. Him or Santana. Where it's like...
Money.
Yeah, where
Santana
it's,
was from the 70s. He probably needs money for drugs.
yeah. Well, it's like I don't know, because it's like where like Puff was... Puff, I'm on that main basis with him.
You're close.
Right? So,
Yeah.
or at least I was in 1997. But sorry, it just tickled me for some reason. No, like he's like repurposing these melodies for like a different song, whereas like Santana got to the point where he's like, you write the song, you send me the music, and I'll just write a guitar lick to put over your music,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to release it as my album, and I will get the Emmys when Smooth wins or Grammys. And even though I did not write the song, write the lyrics, or sing it, I just am playing essentially backup guitar.
Yeah.
Not even lead guitar.
Reminds me of West Side Story. Yeah.
It's like the song, had his guitar never existed, it would have been a perfectly complete song.
I wonder, like, he must have paid them a shit ton of money.
He
He got all the props.
I have no idea.
Unless he really did write it all, and then he just had Matchbox 20 come in and stand there.
Every single person who has ever worked with him that I've heard them tell the story all told the exact same story. Basically, they were approached to do it. They weren't even approached by him. They were approached by like his people, and they wrote a song. They recorded a song. They sent it off to him, and it was sent back with a guitar lick on it. And they're like, "Okay, this is the song."
Here it is. Thanks,
Like-
Santana.
Like the way that I don't know if you know the story, when Crocodile Dundee 3 came out, Paul Hogan, who had written the first two.
Oh, the LA one.
Yeah.
And it's so much more different. I've never seen one of these. What's this? A tub.
Yeah, but
You
it was...
saw it in New York.
I know, constantly.
Yeah, like what?
Nothing is newer over here
Yeah.
except the more constant
You've lived
sun.
in this world for 20 years.
Yeah. But basically the whole thing was they hired other writers and he was working with them and they were basically like, oh, what do you want here? And he's like, oh, you should have a scene where like some woman thinks I'm really good looking. Like that was like the direction. And they're like, and he's like, so they're like, so we wrote the scene, and then I had to like take a shower afterwards because I felt so freaking dirty. And then he came out afterwards. They wrote the whole draft, and then he would send something back with just a couple of little changes, and then they would send something back. But then when it was all said and done, he stripped their names off of it. And
Nice.
did it as his own.
Nice.
And so he ended up winning.
Whoa.
So they ended up winning arbitration against him. Like basically you had to go to like the Writers Guild and prove that you're the one who wrote the thing, and then they ended up winning because it was quite clear that they did that. And it was like the things he added were like the most asinine things, and almost all of them were just like little fucking like Vin Diesel hand jobs for himself.
What a dick.
Or like some like hot like 20-something-year-old girl comes up and is like, oh my god, you're so hot, I can't believe it. Well, it was just like a lot of that where he's like a fucking 50-something-year-old man.
Sounds like a good time to be alive.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be telling you're 50-something and some 20-year-old girl comes over and is like, hey, you'll be like, fucking right.
Yeah.
Because that happens now.
Yeah. And then they had like dumb jokes about, she's like, oh, you must be gay. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy. like that kind of stuff.
Sweet. I thought that Nebula was over this whole thing. Holy fuck.
How do you ever get over it? That's what I'm saying.
That's probably going to give Kurt Russell heartburn indigestion.
Yeah, you would think that he would be feeling this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, some shit's going on around me right now.
Like, geez, they were all saved up. She saved you, Nebula, like 50 times since the first movie.
Like, if I have one of those teeny tiny red bugs where if you like touch it, it's instantly dead. If I have one of those crawling on my arm, I feel it like it's a fucking tarantula.
Oh my god, yes. So you don't feel the ticks though, bro.
Yeah.
It was a good little action piece right there.
Well, you should have no ticks on you. You should stop like traveling through the tall grass like a fucking wallaby. Do they do that? I don't know.
It's a good thing that cliff was there.
Yeah.
This is just them letting off some steam here.
Oh, I feel like this was like, I would like to see like a sister.
Kiss her.
That would be amazing. Oh, he almost looked like she was going
She went for it.
Yeah.
Like seriously, girl. Like what in the fuck, lady?
Yeah. I love that Nebula is now essentially a good guy, but like this is kind of like a Loki relationship because she's like she could turn back at any
very.
Yeah.
Oh, she could have killed her right here.
She's like, I could have turned back at any moment.
What a wimp.
Yeah.
I'll talk, Nebula.
I've always wanted to win a fight and then have that thing where you just scream and let them go. And like, yeah!
Oh my god, just say that she beat you for fuck's sakes.
This is like real sister rivalry bullshit. Aww.
Oh, no.
Well, in fairness, you were both kidnapped from Thanos to learn how to fight. Was she a Kree? I don't think it was. It ever
thing always? No, they were mentioning the Kree though in the beginning.
Yeah,
because they were going to bring Yondu to the Kree. Because a bunch of people were after them.
Well, yeah, but because of the whole Ronan the Accuser thing, I don't know. It's just I don't know what she is, but she like most looks like a Kree if you take off all the bionic shit, I guess. But
you think she looks more Kree than the Green Girl?
Yeah, because
who's the exact color of the Kree?
Those are Skrulls.
Oh fuck yeah! Captain Marvel's a Kree.
Yeah. No, I don't even know what she is because in this because when you see every Kree person in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, they're all blue. Every last one of them is all blue, and then you see more Kree in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they're all blue. So it's like, so that's why I was wondering, but it's like they don't really.
Maybe they can stop their blueness from happening.
Dabo D, Dabo Die, or Dabo D? Oh, I see.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
If you don't understand that, then you probably are listening to the wrong podcast.
When I'm feeling blue, I'm blue and now.
That's the best video. My favorite part of that video is this when something's flying around and all the actors.
The actors.
No, but they're all acting like they're seeing the thing and they're all just like looking, and I'm like, I picture a really frustrated music video director going, now look over there. Now look over there. Because that was the energy that they were getting.
You wish you directed that video.
Oh, I would have given anything to direct that. I would have changed the song to Green and it would have started Gumby.
Listen to this. He's using a sea analogy.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's funny because, like, I don't find the sea calling me.
No. But you're never out in the ocean sea.
Right, that must be
You're
different.
not out deep
Yeah.
where you see
Not way
nothing
out
in
there.
any direction.
Well, no, I've been there, but
Yes.
eventually you see something.
Yeah, eventually you see
A
something.
lot quicker than when you're stuck out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I can handle.
I can
So I'm scared about going Coast Guard. What if I can't handle the motion of the ocean?
You can handle
And these little boats? I don't know, man. Sometimes I get real fucking gross feeling.
Don't worry.
Oh.
If that's what's bothering you and not scooping dead bodies out of the water all the time, then I think your problems are in pretty good order. I've been scooping all the corpses.
I'm going to make some weird shit.
Oh, man, it's so good.
Oh, here we go.
It's kind of weird, too, that they don't make a ton of mention of this in Infinity War. They make some mention of the fact, like he mentions that he's only half human and stuff like that.
Well,
but,
not at the end. Apparently he's all human.
Yeah. Well, but it's
Which I don't
like as
understand
far
how that
as
works.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's one thing that Gunn fucked up on.
Yeah.
Was that.
Yeah, it's...
How's he even a superhero anymore or anything?
Exactly.
How's he supposed to handle that around in space?
Going into this movie, he wasn't a superhero. Like,
sure he is. He's half celestial.
No, but going into this movie, he didn't have any superpowers. He didn't have anything that he knew how to do or anything.
Oh,
like
right.
That. It was really the only thing was that he held the stone. And then it was like, hey, what happened? And then that was kind of... he nailed. I also wonder though, because of his acting novice, at least in the first movie and stuff like that, if there's like a lot of him being kind of noted, like going, hey, say it like this, and then he says it like that.
Well, but apparently in Avengers, he ad-libbed that one line that he says.
Oh, really?
Because the one guy's like, how are they? And then the one guy, and then he goes, why are they?
Yeah.
And he just said it.
That's good.
Because he knows the character.
Yeah. I think that's important. That's a big important thing at that juncture is that he's so he's so tuned into it now because it's like the most important thing he's doing, right?
Fucking right. I think he was in a couple things before, a couple littler things.
Oh, he had appeared in things. I think he was in those fucking god awful like GSP action movies.
Oh fuck yeah. Here we go. Is this his lie or is this the truth?
This is more of the truth. I think this is kind of a gussied up version of the truth.
Right.
He's like,
he's still trying not to.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's got such a childlike face with him. He's just like, whoa, dude.
Here it is. What's his meaning?
Wow.
It's probably. Were you saying before it's kind of like Thanos-esque, where he wants to?
No,
be the granddaddy of the universe.
No, I don't think he wants to. He doesn't want to lead anything. He just wants to be it.
He wants to be the universe.
He's like, I'm just going to all of the planets will be us. He's like, we'll just be like one gigantic.
We'll be it.
Yeah, we'll be everything.
Whoa.
And he's like, there's nothing to rule because there's nothing else. It's just you.
That sounds boring.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, but that's not even absolute power. That's just hanging out.
Well, if you are
down
the universe,
street,
then you have all the power. You are the power.
Yeah, that's true, right? But there's nothing to have power over. So it's like it's like that tree falling in the woods kind of thing.
Oh, who's that?
This is.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. This was that thing.
Aren't those the dudes from
the Sears or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
You know what? I was actually going to say, I thought they were the friggin' guys from the Green
Oh, Green Lantern?
Lantern for a second there. Is that the Living Tribunal?
No.
Is that who that is? Or is the Living Tribunal one guy?
From the thing I read for the last movie, the Living Tribunal was one dude, which doesn't make sense because it's 3 people. I think they're just the Seers or something like that. But that started the whole thing that every single Stan Lee in all of the Marvel movies was the same person who is the witness to all of these things.
Yep. Can't fool Fin Face.
I'm not convinced that he doesn't know that this is a movie, even with all the makeup on.
Who, Yondu?
No, yeah, Michael Rooker. I feel like
he thinks he's there.
I feel like this is how he acts, whether there's a camera in front of him or not. And then just sometimes he wakes up and he's got blue makeup and stuff like that on. And he's just like, all right. So this is kind of your explanation of the jerk stuff, right? Yeah. Aww. Oh, see, he's going down a path and he's teaching him some fucking lessons right now. This is like some Dr. Phil shit. Oh, are they gonna kiss too?
Yeah.
Man, the weirdest groups are kissing.
Oh, I like it. No holds barred.
You see, they just start going at it, and fucking Craiglin here, just Sean Gunn starts like spanking his. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Do not let her go. It's. Oh man, I would see. That's a pretty cool power to have.
Took him where she's scared.
Yeah,
she's clearly scared.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can just like fucking.
Couple Saturns
you can just trigger shit. It's like I can just get down to a memory in you and just be like, "Hey, this is what you want. This is all you feel now."
It looks like that guy's eyes on the bus.
Yeah, it is everybody's glazed over eyes. Where did he take the
universe in there?
The guy, like, he looks like a dude who doesn't shower, and he's just like picking shit off of him. He's like, "I'll just put this here."
He's playing it around.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a disease to me, bro.
See, it's just gonna be all him. He's just been spending all. See, tell everything is me. See, not
Why
even
the hell would you even want that?
I don't know. I think
he
just
sees things on a grander scale, I think, than we do. So
well, and it's probably the feeling of everything like he's created. It's just like this, like whoa. So if he's like, well, let's do the big one,
right?
But then what happens after that?
Too.
He's kind of got he's got that glazed look of
he kind of
looked in the first Avengers.
I thought that turn of the head was more Darth Vader looking at his son being zapped.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of that in there. I really like that what was it? It's showing him like trying to make kids with all the other different species. Why was he a human in all those versions? Why didn't he switch himself to like be whatever that species was?
I'm sure if we rewound, there would be other bones of crazy things.
Yeah. Well, He's
probably banging everything out there, man, just like Captain Kirk.
No, yeah, but it's just like there was a thing with like tentacles that was like wrapped around his head. And I'm like, why wouldn't he just change himself to be that thing so he could like properly?
Oh, I got you right.
Then they would both be.
I know those things are freaky. They like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom was like, "Octopus boy, do you stay away from those human men out there?"
I was gonna say that's just the human humor, so everything would be into us, but we're not into those nasty.
That is the thing, actually, because every movie you see, the space creature sees the human woman and is like, "Whoa." Like, what the hell?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Boobies are
that. And his slime wife slaps him.
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
It was CGI balls.
I picture at this point in his career, he was literally just jumping from project to project. Like, he would literally... Like, he'd walk off this set and he'd just, like, strip stuff down and then he'd put on a suit jacket and he'd be on Fast and Furious.
No, it's funny that the fact that you use Fast and Furious as The Rock. Yeah. I was just thinking that today. I was like, I just heard I just saw shots of him filming Hobbs and Shaw, and now there's a picture of him, Danny DeVito, and Kevin Hart for their 85th fucking movie screen team up.
Yeah. It's for the next Jumanji.
Yeah. But I'm like, holy shit. I was like, does this man never... And then I was thinking, are they allowed to bring their family... I'll bet you an actor like The Rock is allowed to bring his family on set.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm like, this man never sees his fucking family. Like, dear God.
But yeah, it's Yeah, it's just one of those crazy things, right? And then on top of that, he's doing that he's
Titan Games,
and he's like producing.
Whoa.
He's producing all sorts of shit. You know?
He just admitted that he killed Peter's mom.
Oh, that was a cool pull-in too. Oh, see, that's the one thing I like about Quill a lot. As much as it pissed me off in Infinity War when he reacts so human, but it's just like. But I just think he's like, I'm not even gonna take a moment to process this. I'm all reaction.
Nice.
This blows my mind. Like, what is it like for David Hasselhoff to get these?
I wonder what they paid off for this one.
Oh God,
that's probably why the budget was $200 million.
See,
he gets $50 million.
The nice thing for him is it probably didn't cost very much. Like, for them to have him, because it's not like they had to bring him to set. That was clearly a green screen thing. They could have, like, literally, hey, you're in LA, we're gonna rent out the studio for like a half hour.
Well, there probably already is one there with the green screen and everything, right? Like, we're gonna have.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be a director and a cinematographer there all the time, just at our whim.
We all our studio that we record this regular thing in will be green,
there he is. That's cool.
Roof to like floor to ceiling, just all green.
360 pans.
Yeah.
2 cameras slightly pointed towards each other for when we want to make IMAX bits.
Yes.
You know, before your next Marvel movie, instead of like a Disney short, it'll be ours. We're gonna be everywhere.
It's pretty exciting.
Fucking right on.
He's crying.
What a dick dad, eh? What a fucking asshole. Killing your own kids and shit.
Well, I've killed a few of my own kids. most of them before the pregnancy. You know what I mean? Or not before the pregnancy, you know. Still been losing my mind over the weird depictions of abortions that they are trying to say are happening and stuff. They're like, in New York right now, they just made it legal for you to have the baby and then the doctor to just take it over here and execute it. That's not, that wouldn't constitute an abortion.
The one guy that's like, oh yeah, what if you were the fetus in there and they're clawing and scraping and part of your arm comes out and then they go back up and I'm like, where in the fuck did you grow up that you fucking think that this is the actual way that they do this shit?
Yeah. And they're
like, these people are just like the most uneducated rejects.
Yeah, and I saw that too, and people were making the simple argument, like doctors were telling them, they're like, do you know he's like, we don't do late-term abortions unless the mother is going to die or the baby's already stillborn.
Yeah.
Those are the only two scenarios where we even consider.
Don't listen to them, it's fake news.
Yeah, don't listen to the doctor.
It's liberal media lying to you.
Liberal
so they can take our babies.
Yeah, exactly.
And then make them into Yope.
That... I just like that whole picture came crashing into my head all at once. I had like one of those like Looney Tunes factories. It was just like babies getting squished and like just going into Yope bottles. But then at the end, their lips were saved so they could give me Yope. Really sorry for anybody who's lost a baby recently. Hope you're not listening to this show.
Especially in like some sort of a Yelp accident.
Oh God!
I was warming up my baby's hot Yelp, and he dumped it all over himself.
Yes.
Who's this crashing in?
This is
it was them.
This is all of ego.
This movie is good.
Yeah.
It is not great. I don't think it's anywhere. At first when I first saw this movie, I kind of put them at like the same level.
Yeah.
But this one, no.
No.
The first one is much better.
No.
This is a very good movie.
I think
they do different things.
The weakness of this movie is that its strongest part is its B story. Which is Yondu and stuff like that. So
I don't know if they really needed an entire movie to be dedicated to Peter Quill and his dad.
No.
Like, it seems a little like I'm hoping now in the third one we'll get some other character backstories because we can't go anywhere with him anymore. Like,
I think we could have skipped the whole seduction of his son thing.
What's that?
I think they look kind of like Ghostbusters 2.
It did totally. Yeah. It's Buddy for the painting.
Yeah. No, but like the whole kind of like seducing his son into the thing, I think we could have done without that. I think the realization that this is who his father is, and then going right into he wants him for this bad purpose, and then we gotta fight him type thing. And then it's like how you go about fighting him. It's you how like you can split the guys up to defend the planet, like defend planets from him spreading, or I think there was another way to go about it.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. Like they could have spent, instead of them, yeah, they really want to tell this Yondu story. Like they could have waited for that one.
Yeah.
Like this movie could have been all of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Nebula, not Yondu.
Yeah.
Yondu's still out there navigating, you know, maybe the mutiny does still happen and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're on the planet and they have to, very soon into the movie, you figure out that he's not good. And the whole movie could have been lots of adventure and action as they split up on the planet because they need, 3 things have to go down at the same time to blow this guy up.
Exactly.
But the whole time he could be like, you know, speaking to them.
Yes.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
You know, like reasoning with them, talking with them,
Yeah.
possibly bartering it sometimes and trying to, you know.
Yeah, and potentially because he's
That's
like,
how
I'm
you
going
could
to
get-
be all powerful. I'm going to seduce you over to my side.
Right.
or
And that
I'm
could have
gonna
been
turn you-
Peter Quill's part.
Yeah.
Kind of like Frodo with the ring, where as the journey goes on, his dad is speaking to him more and more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
She
I
wrote
can
this
see
one.
that.
I know she's got like the Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, Serious Salad mix going on.
I do like it.
And you know what? She's such a bitch too. She forces every pod to listen to it, even though you can turn it off and put a different channel on.
Yeah, it's like, I just press it. No, I'm not.
She knows too.
In fact, I'm putting override on.
These things look like straight out of the Rocketeer.
I was going to say a little like silverfish.
Yeah,
too.
or something, right?
Yeah.
Silverfish,
But they do
the
have a
fuck,
very... I do like that as an idea. Like, that would be a fun arcade game.
Yes. But dude, it wouldn't be killer too to see me, I'm down there and I blow up and I'm done and you're like, oh no,
that'd
you're
be
still
amazing. You could do that.
you
on
could
the
see
Switch.
it.
Hey, if you could have this. You hold the Switch and it like comes with special handles that like you could control, and then you'd be like you could just sit on your couch and just do it.
Fucking awesome.
Right?
I'm sure as Star Wars Land kicks on, like we'll get more and more. Because then you see the Tower of Terror turned into.
In Disneyland, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy ride now. It's called like Escape from Nowhere or something like that. It's basic, like that's the basic idea. It's escape from something, or something escape. The word escape exists and rockets there. Everything's great.
But this did, you know, this movie did do it differently, which is neat.
Yeah.
Like the bad guy, the whole presentation of that was different, which I give him props for not, you know, because Avengers 2 is like the same fucking movie as the first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a completely different movie.
Yeah, exactly. The type of bad guy, the bad guy's motivations, everything are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But
maybe stop it. Oh no, he is going to stop being such a dickhead because Yondu gave him a talking to.
yeah, exactly. He learned some things. I really like this.
Woo.
I really like this drilling system. I was like, I hope somebody's putting this shit together in real life.
I'll bet you, man. Like, you know, that's where it all comes from.
Yeah.
Like Jules Verne came up with the fucking going to the moon and fucking submarines and shit, and then it happened.
Oh yeah.
So who's to right? And Kevin Feige or whatever years down the line, they're like, oh yeah, we have this new thing where these balls all line up. He'd be like, holy shit, that's from fucking.
Yeah, that kind of shit almost needs to go into like patent. Like that should like.
Oh, probably.
Like,
Like
you
Disney
should-
probably owns that.
Oh hell yeah.
So they'll be like, your Atom Smasher core accelerator photon phasement unit actually is ours?
Yes.
And then Mickey's gonna slap the briefcase and you're like, oh, just fucking take it.
Son of-
Mickey, don't even open the fucking thing. I know what's in there. Pictures of my family
Yes.
with guns to their head. Just take the fucking thing. He goes, oh, thanks.
No, even worse. Pictures of their faces on a do not admit to Disney World.
Oh, just kill them. Just kill them.
If my children can't have their childhoods, just murder. Oh man, so excited! So excited to go back.
I want to go too. It's been forever, but yeah, by the time I hook that money up, gee, I'm fucking way too old to even go.
By the time I go back, they have the aerial car system in place.
Cool.
They're gonna have like the cable cars take you over the things. You'll be able to like get between certain parks in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's wicked,
Just like
especially now because they have so much shit.
And you'll get this like cool like view. Well, the thing is, it's easy because they own all of the land, including the friggin' roads between these places, right? So
I
it's
can't believe
like,
how much it is.
yeah. Well, again,
Like I can believe it, but it's still like, wow, it's like 3 months rent
yeah,
to go to a place for 7 days.
yeah. But you got to think. It's like think of like some of the places where it's like just a resort or whatever, and it's like there's not even really anything to do other than
Look
drink.
at that.
Yeah. See,
You tell me that's not a fucking power right there?
That's a good power. That's what I'm saying is they're using. See, it also gives me the idea because there's a comparison of doing this with him and with Thanos. Thanos never went all the way out, but he actually put him down. She put him down, so I was like, is Thanos stronger than Ego?
It's pretty tough.
Right?
Plus, he had the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Yeah, truth.
Damn right. I wonder how much that mask would cost.
You can buy it, like, I just saw it somewhere. I think you can buy, like, a decent replica version for, like, 140 or something like that. Or, like, the uber-duper mega version for, like, 400.
Whoa.
This is another one of my favorite scenes. This actually reminds me of training certain people at work. Actually, nobody currently, but like there's,
yeah, you have to say that right, just in case.
No, these are people from kind of in my distant past who have not been there for ages. But it's literally okay. Say what I tell me what I just did. There was one person who literally every time I would show them something, so all you have to do is this. Yeah. No, I don't want to hear yeah. You've never seen this before, so don't act like this is all second nature to you.
Yeah.
You gotta do this and you gotta do this. Yeah. What did I just tell you to do? I don't know. like, and this is somebody who's like in her. Yeah, I'm in my 20s, and she was
job.
And this person was in her 40s, and then like she would just not listen, and like a bunch of us had the same problem. And then one day, somebody was going down the hall, and she was friends with like somebody in like the offices,
right?
And that's how she got the job. And we found her in there, and she was crying to her friend and stuff. She's like, "Well, what does she have to do to save her job?" And it's like, "She has to fucking listen to us."
Yeah.
I was like,
and she's in there crying.
Yeah, she's crying.
Instead of learning how to do your job, you're crying.
Yeah, and
that's gonna do it.
And then literally, so she was all gung ho. She's like, "All right, cool. I'm ready to learn this. Let's do this." Okay, so all you got to do is this. Yeah. All right, and then I literally like after that week, I was like, "Well, I'm on vacation. I guess hopefully you've picked this up by then." And then I came back and they're like, "Yeah, she's gone." Okay, cool.
Yeah,
good job. I love. Did you even ask this person if they had tape?
I asked them. They were sitting next to them.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh Lord.
You're having a good time.
Oh man. See, yeah, I have more fun with Baby Groot. Baby Groot's like always getting into trouble and stuff like that. Big Groot just did stuff.
He's brooding.
Yeah, but you know,
Big Groot.
Big Groot. He was just like he had his moments, but really it was everybody playing off of him more than him doing stuff, except when he fought at the end. And then oh god, this is awesome. But it's the it was like Teen Groot. Yeah, it's like all he's doing is just like it's again more reactions off of him. I don't know, Baby Groot's just more fun to me.
Disgusted with you right now.
I'm sorry, this is just how I feel about this. And I feel quite strongly. Oh
fuck.
See, she goes.
What's he doing? He's using her to power the ship up.
Yeah, she goes through
Holy
the
shit,
ringer.
bro. Yeah, she does go through the ringer. She likes it.
Yeah.
She's a fucking sadist, but she can't get off of this. Like half her bones are fucking destroyed.
That's true. That's actually true of real Karen Gillan too. Not like not just this character.
Oh right, yeah, they're in a simulator. She's like, "Whoa, did you see that shit?"
See, this is what I'm saying again. Like, it's this
like,
weird.
Who is this
like,
woman?
It's this weird petulance of like these superior beings that really bothered me about them. I was like at the beginning when like it's just her and just like the way she acted was very like this kind of queenly and like awesome, but I don't know. Did not care. Did not care for them so much.
Bitch.
Hey, baby.
Fucking thing just blew up.
Come with me. Like these shots are.
Let's see. He's holding on his little arrow.
Yeah,
he looks like fucking Mary Poppins.
I love
coming
that.
down.
That's a great line. You're just like Mary Poppins. Is he cool?
Oh, they do make the Mary Poppins joke.
Yeah. It's the shots were cheesy though. It's like I feel like this movie holds up less on a green screen.
Oh, it's
CG
very
level.
cartoony.
Yeah.
Very, very cartoony.
Like the first one, like held up more almost.
Yes, because I think there was more live action shots.
Yeah.
This is like lots
Well,
of
I guess when you have to
pans
go to-
with like
yeah.
an entire green screen behind them.
Yeah. I love those shots. Like, yeah. Like it must feel really corny at the time, like when you're not like seeing and being a part of the shot and stuff, like where well you're just standing in the shot. It must seem almost like you're like it just must seem like a really cheesy photo shoot that you're a part of. It's like we're just gonna move these cameras around you while you all still like stand like this and stare off
the
into
shot we need, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Just get all puffy chesty for us and we'll make you look like a hero, and you're just gonna have to trust that you're not gonna look ridiculous by the end of it. Uh-oh.
How the hell are they supposed to get baby Groot out of there?
I don't know, man. Hope some shit cracks open. They should always just for shits and giggles, whenever he's about to go do something, just break a little piece off of him and put it in a planter.
You can have a whole army of Groots, man.
Oh my god. Could you imagine if they did that for Endgame
repopulate
or
the whole
something like that?
race.
It'd be really good with the callbacks in this movie, man.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no. She's constantly dying.
Yep.
Ooh, actually kind of
Holy
fitting.
Shit.
Oh my god, it's the dude from Transformers.
Unicron.
There it is.
Whoa.
Hello. So
So our
sexy.
sister's gonna get right
Quick,
in
scissor
there.
me.
Sisters.
Well done. I didn't actually think about that.
You did. Deep
No.
inside, you knew it.
Well, I feel like, yeah, like deep down in me, it was always there.
Robot arm. Fuck, man. Every time I see this, I'm like, why can't one person just do my sweet makeup so I can go to Comic-Con?
I
Be the
know.
belle of the ball.
There are people who do that. You can reach out to people. I know for a fact the girl who does, like, I've had her for face paintings for a couple of my kids' parties and stuff like that. She does, like, Halloween face painting for, like, zombies and shit like that.
No
and, like, you get all
shit.
sorts of stuff going.
I know a bunch of girls that do, like, makeup.
Yeah.
Some are pretty damn good, too, man.
Well, there you go. Find
There's
some-
always girls, too.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, right?
Does it?
Well, it makes some sense.
Oh, I got you. Because
Yeah,
they're women, so they
because-
have to slather makeup onto themselves. So
Well,
they would be more prone to doing makeup
Yes.
or being in a kitchen doing makeup and baking.
Ideally.
Huh.
Well,
My
not
kind of
wearing-
woman.
Are they not wearing shoes?
Yeah, because they're pregnant.
There we go. Phew.
Oh my god, their shoes kill their feet.
I was worried that you were going to say they were allowed to choose what to do with their bodies,
Oh
and I got
my
really concerned.
god.
Oh no, his
there
mask
we go.
Oh.
broke.
Looks like a piece of Thanos' shoulder pad or something coming out
That
here.
would be.
It does kind of look like it's a helmet or something.
It looks like the helmet of that one thing from Power Rangers, like the right-hand man.
Oh,
arena,
yeah.
The golden thing. Goldar. There it is.
Goldar.
There it is.
Wow.
Woo.
That was a serious jump there.
Yeah. I feel like we were talking about having to make a video game out of this. I feel like other than just the space battles, that this would actually be a boring video game.
No, wouldn't.
Quick run with...
Well, if
'cause,
we're
like,
making
really, what are you
Guardians
doing?
of the Galaxy 2 Lego version,
Yes.
like, what the frig? You just have Ego the Living Planet as a place you can fight on. And you have to fight Ego. Ego could be a boss battle.
Yeah.
Because he's, woo, Nintendo loves to do that. Like, the whole planet is live or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm really...
Big hands coming at you.
Yeah.
Big floating hands.
Yeah, it's pretty simple that way. I'm actually really bummed out with the Lego games since they started adding dialogue and stuff. I think the Lego Avengers was the first one to do it, but like
I don't
the
into
original...
those games.
What's that?
I found the games to be very bland.
Well, they're very simplistic. They're not meant for adults, right? But I just like
That's
just
why you
kinda
play them
charging
so
through.
much?
Yeah, I just like charging through them. Like it's just a simple little, look what we're doing here kind of game. Right, but like Star Wars, like it told you got the whole story. Like Harry Potter, you got the whole story. Now you're getting weird ones where it's like The Incredibles, like 1 and 2, but then they've made up a big chunk in the middle for you to just have something else to do in the
Right.
game.
Like a connector. He looks
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah,
He looks
oh,
like
yeah.
the exoskeleton from Terminator or something.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do. Wait.
Hey, that's
no.
how fucking Hulk
I don't know,
goes
Dad.
down. Well, not Hulk, but this is kind of very Thanos-y going on right now. It's the
Yes.
like when he's got the reality
Look at Drax. You
Oh,
good boy.
yeah.
You good boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Just
No,
kind of swallowed
no,
everybody
no.
out. Uh-oh. There's the tentacle pouring. You promised
There
us.
it is. There it is. Groot. Baby Groot.
Oh, he's hurting a baby.
That right there is like my nightmare.
Yeah.
That's literally like, I have these I think it would be worse if you were smushed up against someone.
Yeah.
Like me and you, and the whole thing is, and we're just
the
like
only
face
way-
to
it's
face,
the only
and
way to be
it's
happy.
like I can't even handle the idea of it. Like,
Well, there was...
or being locked in a trunk, and then they throw the trunk in the fucking river or
Yeah.
something, so you can't move.
Yeah. I remember there was a... by one of your old places, there was like that giant sewer entrance thing, and I was like, it was so tempting, like given our age and stuff, to go and like explore that and stuff like that. But I always picture it just getting smaller and smaller to the point where you have to like shimmy.
You're like
and
fucking
then
Buddy from Aliens.
and then eventually it's too tight and you can't
stuck.
shimmy backwards.
Yeah.
And there's no
Fucking
like,
stuck.
he looks so weird there.
Oh.
Like he looked like a fat version of himself with no beard.
Oh yeah, like what you trying to talk into here, brah? Like,
God, those things are on every planet.
he's a pretty big threat here, man. He's
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
destroy the whole universe.
Yeah, like right now.
Friends, hold hands in the end.
Yeah.
Do. Whatever song that we haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
Hard on.
I kind of wish that he didn't say I use my heart part. I wish he would have just said I don't use my head. Like there's certain times, like for example, I was just watching. I just watched the new Halloween.
Look at that cheeser where they're like flying around.
Right. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
just.
What'd you think of it?
It was fine.
I liked
but
it.
It was like a good movie.
There
but it
needs
was
to be
like,
a sequel.
there was just too much for me. Way too much mirror shit. Like, hey, this is exactly what happened in the first one, but reversed.
Right.
Where that was my only real complaint, though, and it was just kind of, but it was a good watch. I enjoyed it myself. But I kept like changing their lines though, because there's a line at one point. She goes, "You always thought this was a cage for me," or something like that.
It's for you.
But that I was waiting for him to say, because it was Jamie Lee Curtis talking to Judy Greer. And I was waiting for her to say it was a cage for him, like it's for him. Type
right.
And I was like, have that button. But she never finishes that thought. And then they kind of do it later on, where she's like, "Oh, well, you always thought that this was a hiding place. It's actually a trap or whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I got my line," but it was just I felt like it had a chance to be more effective. I don't know, but that's just me. That's just my opinion.
I enjoyed it.
It
Was exactly the same as the first. This is why they need to do a second, because I'm sure like Blumhouse, I think, is what did it.
Yeah.
I think they can do a great job. I love just how brutal he was.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let nobody. There was like apparently there's a scene they cut out with like where he just brutally murders some little girl. I think.
Yeah.
But they're like, you get the point. You don't need to see the little girl.
You're on top.
Like where he's like walking down the street, turns into this garage, walks in, grabs a hammer, walks into the kitchen, smashes the lady in the head, drops her the hammer, picks up a knife off the counter, then walks out.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he was on a thing. I was kind of expecting him just to go through a slashing spree down the street. Like that scene in Freddy vs. Jason where he kills everybody at that party.
Yeah.
We'll have to do Freddy vs. Jason.
I love that movie.
It's so much fun.
That movie kicks ass.
But the but yeah, it was
James Wan?
What, who did Halloween?
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh no. Shit, I can't remember the guy's name who did it. I think it's the same person. It's the same dude who did Snakes on a Plane.
Oh God, yes.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Best director ever.
But sad face. But the I'm just trying to think of what else though. I was like, I would really need a good explanation. Like they basically put him in the ultimate, you're not getting out of this. There's no way you survive this. We're incinerating you thing. Like scenario.
Right.
I need some kind of explanation, and I'll buy anything. Like it
just
doesn't
give
have
me
to
something.
Yeah, you just have to give me. It's like when I always say with this stuff, I'm like, you don't have to. Like these guys are all like different aliens and shit flying around together, doing all sorts of weird whatevers. You have to give me the littlest thing in the world who says, "Oh yeah, this is totally fine that this is happening." So you got to do that for Halloween too. So figure that out, guys. Why is the little baby swearing?
Oh, filthy Mel. Well, they got him out there killing people. He already killed the guy. Threw him right off the thing.
Why'd they name themselves
By
that?
Twig. Oh, Yondu.
Yeah. It's kind of the team names that these guys all give themselves are kind of weird. Like Avengers as a team name really kind of came out of nowhere. He says the word avenge at one point, but really their point isn't to avenge. So like they're investigating and they're doing all kinds of things.
Right. They do more than just avenge.
Right?
Wow, he has got a lot of power.
Yeah, he's
so.
kind-
Well, they definitely needed to do
This is
something at
great.
the end of this because, like, he can't be this powerful. Like.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. It's kind of like... Well, and there's almost no danger in him anymore.
Right.
Like, because it's
For
like,
him.
Yeah, it's like you could have him in a fight with a Hulk, and it's like, oh, no problem. He can just swallow up the Hulk because he's everything.
Or could be.
Yeah,
everything.
he could be as powerful as he wants to be. That's like
He knows everything floating around
Dark
his brain.
Phoenix and all those. You would think
Scarlet
they would-
Witch and
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, they're all essentially limitless. So we'll create limits for them and then listen to the nerds complain.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But they can't do that. They
What
can't
the
die.
fuck?
Well, I'm sorry. I want to live in a world that's interesting.
I didn't hear a lot of people complain about that Ego wasn't actually his dad.
Yeah, I got
I didn't
complaints
hear about
prior to-
that.
I heard shit prior to the movie, but not during. Because I said that to a buddy of mine who's a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, like comic fan. And that was literally what he said. I said, oh, I'm like, oh, yeah, so he got cast as Ego, the Living Planet, and he's going to be Peter's dad. And then he's like, he's not Peter's dad. But that was the end of it. It wasn't like, oh, this is bullshit. It was just a correction. Well, I'm like, well, that's what's happening in this movie.
Well,
so
there you go.
Take that for that what you mean, right?
Oh, Rocket's got to
I
make
like
a hard
that 'cause he
decision.
yeah, exactly. Like Rocket gets a moment. Smash.
Still roaming his old man. It's
I
getting
like
greater
he's-
by the minute there,
I
man.
like that he's in black and white. Yes. Don't stop it, baby.
Don't stop till you get enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if this isn't really rolling around?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
Whoa.
I like just
This is what I don't get.
yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
His father could just be lying.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I can justify the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, because out of his fear he doesn't wanna
Right. He thinks maybe if he says that, like, he'll...
Yeah. I think that
Oh, that's little Evil Dead right there. Look at that.
yeah,
Oh, is that what happens after Thanos gets you?
A little bit.
Snap?
a little bit actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of foreshadowing in this if you choose to make it so.
I choose?
Yeah.
I so choose?
I do so choose.
See, I could see, okay, another kind of like justification.
Yeah.
Because he's here with his father on his father, the planet, he could be more powerful.
Yeah.
That's why he can form the rocks around him and rumble his dad and stuff. But I feel like once the planet blows up, he would still be half celestial.
Yes.
He just wouldn't be able to harness it. He'd be powerful, but not be able to harness that type of power.
Yeah, because that was born of his father. It's like it kind of goes both ways though, because like it almost leads to if he is killed and that piece of Quill doesn't die, then would all of the planets actually stop just growing over him because it's just a
Right.
piece of him,
Yeah.
right? So they essentially really is no different than planting his man seed in a girl is planting his armpit seed or whatever. It would seem like he was pulling it out of this pit, right?
Oh, God, Yondu, no.
Yondu. You gotta stop making him watch the people die. He's constantly watching everybody he loves
Look at my
die.
eyes, boy.
Yeah.
Put my fade off.
You just that's exactly and the exact same fucking thing happened with his mom.
Yeah, and Gamora.
Well, he didn't see
He
her
saved
die,
Gamora,
but
but
he almost shot her. He was going to murder her though.
Oh, yeah, he can't take the suit off now because he's
I like that
crazy suit.
its design looks kind of like bubble wrap.
Yes, it does look exactly like bubble wrap.
I feel like you should be able to pop it just for something to do when you're stuck in space.
Oh, Yondu.
I don't care for those spacesuits.
They're stupid looking.
I understand the need for them as an excuse because when your whole thing takes place in space, but I feel like we could have come up with something else. Like his mask alone was good enough.
Yeah, they did it for me.
Yeah, well, okay, great. He's
Good
wearing a
enough.
mask. What about his exposed skin? Yeah, he's got the mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Mask, mask.
Oh,
I love his little
Shrink. It's always troll doll that he fucked him over with at the end of.
That was the best. This, yeah, I was actually genuinely surprised at how much this got me when it
Me
happened.
too. Actually,
I was just like, holy crap. David Hasselhoff was your dad, fucker.
for a brief moment.
Really famous guy. I just don't understand. Like, it makes me wonder how David Hasselhoff feels when he's asked to do these things. Is he just happy to do it? Like, does he
think
believe
he gets it?
Yeah,
he gets it. He's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, I guess he would have to. It's just like, is there also not kind of a sadness to that sense of humor? You're like, yeah, let's go do it.
It's like, you're gonna make fun of me anyway, so I might as well be in on it and get some money.
Yeah. It's either this or you're gonna license my cheeseburger on the floor video. Well, really,
damn kids.
That'd be the best if you got like the next movie. He got to be on Earth for a little bit and like get to catch up on what's been going on.
That would be neat. That happens in the cartoons. It's really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's like running at the mall, and all of a sudden he looks, and it's like a digital like MP3 player that says like put 1,000 songs on here. He's like, whoa!
Well, that happens in this.
Is that this one?
Yeah, because he gets a Zune at the end.
Oh,
of this.
it happened in the cartoon before this too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zune.
I love that. I feel bad that it's a Zune. It's almost mean that it's a Zune.
Well,
like the poor
something that he would get.
The poor Zune. And then they tried to defend it so bad. You're like, Zune. You're like, you don't get it. It's uncompressed music, man. Yeah, okay, cool. Never see me chomping at the bit to make sure my music wasn't compressed.
Fucking you. And I make sure it's damn compressed.
Yeah,
I want it to sound fucking wonky. So when you put the actual record on, I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, it sounds, it's like a fucking Wu-Tang song. Sounds like Calliope music.
That's what it should sound.
Cream, get the money. God, so much makeup.
She's like, there's girls just like you. I don't know if there's the girls just like her out there in the universe, but I get where you're coming from, I guess. Fucking touch my robot arm.
I picture somebody like Gamora, who her makeup job couldn't have been that big a deal. Like spray on some green and then just a couple little prosthetics on the face. Probably took like no more than 30 minutes to do her. Whereas, and then depending on how much green on her body was actually exposed, like realistically, like it's not like that.
She's a bad hugger.
Body, right? Yeah, well, they're not.
Nebula.
They're not great at it. They gotta, they need to practice. But but then I picture her complaining about it in her mind, going, Jesus Christ, like, gotta go through all this, blah, blah, blah. I'm used to doing movies where I just show up on set, they do a little quick makeup, and I'm on. And then you're doing this, and then she, like, sees somebody like Yondu, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna shut up now.
Like a multi-flaming...
Yeah, what time did you wake up to get here? Oh, like 6? I've been up since yesterday. I woke up 10 minutes before I finished shooting.
She passes them by in a towel, goes into the thing, puts her arms out, it sprays her. Yeah. 14 seconds later, she walks up, gives him a wink on the gun, and continues onto the craft services table. Yeah,
I'm going to eat sandwiches until you're done. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Everyone.
This whole thing happens in the cartoon.
Yeah, that's.
It's not a Zune though. It's like an MP3 player or something.
Yeah, they probably found like a real. See, this makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if I want to see this version of him, even if it's just a small role, where like he needs help or something like that, and you find out he's got his own little Ravager squad, and you see him like make his entrance, and he's got the big fin on and stuff like that. I think
he's got to be in. Where they're not going to dump him off somewhere.
You would assume
maybe he's going to be part of the team.
I would like for him
to play. He could be like Buddy in a thing.
Yeah. Or at the very least,
either like housekeeper on the boat,
or at the very least, I'd be okay with him not being in Guardians of the Galaxy if they do a spin-off with the other Ravagers and stuff, and then he's back there and you get to see.
Oh, they got some Cat Stevens on there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It would be way better if it was like Spice. Now it was just all Spice Girls and shit. He's like, oh my god. This is all.
Yeah, where's your ear hole, bud?
Yeah. It'd be all double great though if everything that he hates everything as he's listening to it, and he's just like, oh my god, this music's awful. But then by the next movie, he's so into it.
He's loving it.
Because it's all he has to listen to now. I'll tell you what I want, whatever they really want. They went out and found, like, I feel like they used an algorithm to find the saddest song for this scene.
This is probably just before he checked himself into the monastery.
They came
That's
just the same. Yeah. Oh, this is so nice.
Very melancholy ending.
Oh, man. That's so great. I love the color in this. Like, that's one thing that this movie has that the others don't. The first Guardians did too, but just so much color in these ones. It's just like, whoa.
Oh, they're giving him a Ravager's funeral.
Why do they have, like, what are these things that he's shooting? This was great too. This is actually the moment where I finally got. Yeah, like, I get the goosies. But that's awesome. And, like, the people that they get to just, like, show up for this last thing. So the Iceman there on the left, that's Michael Rosenbaum who was Lex Luthor from Smallville. I'm pretty sure it's Reggie Watt on the right. I don't know.
I don't think so.
This is Ving Rhames, who looks like...
No, is that... Oh, it is!
Yeah. And they made him, like, 40 feet tall.
He's huge. He must be some character. Is that Michelle Yeoh?
That is Michelle Yeoh. And...
Oh, she might have loved him at one time right there.
Well,
like she's been crying.
Yeah, exactly right. And there's a whole... see, I love this. This is where they gets the... He learns his lesson. Oh, still batteries. See, they're going to have a moment too. Everybody gets a nice emotional moment. Do not care for sideburns now that I'm looking at it. I don't know, I never really... Oh...
Crushes him.
Babies are awesome. I've got a niece coming.
Yeah.
So
all right on.
So that's gonna be that's happening in July.
The new one, the new shiny.
There's something about, like, little Reachy baby, and you just, like, they're so tiny and it's so good. But I'm so over having them.
Right.
I'm done with that.
I can see that.
I scooped out my ball sack. Nothing angrier, by the way, than having a vasectomy twice.
Oh, God.
And then your wife getting a hysterectomy right afterwards.
Isn't that wonderful?
Where I did not need a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Then I could have continued to spread my seed amongst all my foreign lovers. That's what I did. That's what I do. I just wait.
That's nice looking, eh?
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's a good 3D thing. From this angle, it looks like a fucking, like, an arcade game again. Mm-hmm. It looks like Space Invaders after you beat the game.
What's all that? It's in the shape of a tentacle.
It was the arrow.
I know.
You asshole. Don't you ruin this nice. Oh, he cried. Like, that's literally just...
What a sad ending.
Yeah. It's just crazy that that's where they ended it on. Like, they didn't end it on, like, them getting in their ship and going on an adventure. Nope, just be sad.
Oh, look.
Yeah. This is fantastic.
Oh, fucking right.
I like, too, that he's also not that good a whistler. I'm not a very good whistler, and that actually, like, this hits home for me.
This is where you really started crying, not the other part.
This is where this... It's just... It's so fun to me.
He's, like, screaming. It looked like I got him right in the neck.
It's the first time he's been that hurt in this entire movie, too, which is kind of funny to me.
You're, like, dragged from a plane going 400 miles an hour through trees and shit, and, like, yeah. I got him, though.
I was trying to decide, because I feel like this was in the style of something.
They should have come out with these cards.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if somebody did, like, especially this movie is a really good example.
For, like, Fast Times at Ridgemont High or some shit.
Yeah, like, it feels very, like, coming-of-age movie, 80s, whatever. If you do go through this, you will find I Am Groot every now and again.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Just little I Am Groots continue to show up.
Yeah, this one's got, like, 50 fucking... There's Space Dog!
Yeah,
Cosmos.
So here's where we get
here's the first one.
Ravagers all together. He is so not comfortable in this world of, like, delivering these lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, even saying Yondu was like, my God.
Yeah. That is Miley Cyrus.
Oh, look at that cool guy.
That's probably Doug Jones.
See, that could be. That could be a side movie.
Well, and that's
with Stallone.
That's kind of what he wants to do,
Yeah.
or what James Gunn wanted to do. But yeah, there's something about I always have a problem listening to. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a switch to post-production supervisor.
Well, eventually they do have to actually show the credit. I wonder if the people felt good that like they're like, oh, I got I am Groot, or if they felt bad because they're like, oh, my name wasn't up there as long as it could have been.
No, but it brings your eye right to it.
Exactly.
I would like the I am Groot.
Oh, I'm all over the I am Groot.
Oh yeah, I'd be down with that shit.
But the like listening to Stallone talk in his regular voice sucks as it is. Like it's like when you're so used to hearing him as Rocky or Rambo or just whatever, right? And then all of a sudden it's just him talking. He's like, I'm this person, like Tango and Cash or some shit.
Tango and Cash,
which by the way, Tango and Cash were both in this movie.
Oh,
just
that's
never together.
right.
But back in the Force.
A.
But the back on the Force. I mean, not in the Force.
There's a group.
Hi there. And then. But yeah, to hear him try and deliver those lines, the loss of Yondu is like, we're the Ravagers and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, some people are just not meant to say such fantastical lines.
Right.
It's like, I picture him being like any character in Lord of the Rings. One does not simply just go to Mordor. Like, it does not work. It does not work, baby. I like that we get a little funk at the end, too. I feel like this is something they need to make a better effort to do. Is like, this song made me want to stay here. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
I did. I was getting.
You know, there's going to be a side scene.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying. I was like, I'm staying for the side scene, but I'm like staying for the
effects were done by Weta. Most of these movies were ILM.
Yeah. Well, ILM still did graphics for all these guys.
There's so many, they got to split it up between fucking studios.
Almost every single one of the movies is split amongst at least three
It's cool that they don't care.
Yeah. Well,
here we go.
They can't really, right? She's so stressed out. It would have been really funny for her to be like a big star. Like, that should be Lisa Kudrow. Just for no reason.
The what?
It should be Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, fucking right.
Just like for no other purpose.
She's the one that actually has the penis, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I know I wasn't going to reveal that, but here we are.
Here we go. Check this out,
yes. This is a big
deal. This is going to, in the comic world, this is a very big moment.
Yes.
So this might be where number 2 or number 3 is going.
This is where
this guy after them.
Yeah.
Adam Warlock.
Yes.
In the Infinity Gauntlet story,
he's
the one who stops Thanos.
Yes.
Because, I don't know, I think Thanos creates him, though. It's pretty close to this storyline.
Yeah. Well,
somebody creates him and he becomes his own, kind of like Vision.
Yes.
He becomes his own thing and then he becomes good because he's so, like, in tune with the universe and shit.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I'm interested in like learning
Maybe
about
he shows
him.
up.
And, yeah, I have no idea. But I'm interested in learning about him because I don't know anything about him. Like, so
I don't know fucking jack shit at all. No, you know what I do know about him as well? When Planet Hulk happens, the Hulk comes back and he's been so pissed off for so long that he's like mecha strong.
Yeah.
And he's just like stomping around, and even a couple stomps like takes a whole city apart pretty much. And they have to go talk Adam Warlock out of retirement because he's an agoraphobe or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to leave your house.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Agoraphobia?
Yes.
So he's that.
Nice.
And he will not leave the house. And they're like, dude, you're the most powerful thing in the universe. What the fuck are you doing in here crying about like what happened on ER the other night? You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Like, get your shit together and get out here. And apparently he was so powerful even at that point that him and the Hulk essentially punch themselves out.
Oh,
like he can actually match the strength of Planet Hulk strength. Hulk.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. See, that's cool. I'm like, and I'm looking forward to all these things. So I've just seen, while you were telling some of that, I just saw an additional 5 visual effects companies.
Yeah, I just saw Skywalker Sound for the sound.
No, but there were 2 different 3D conversion companies, and then there were more like additional visual effects by this person. Like, they might get one company to work on one scene, And then they might get one person to work on one specific aspect of.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So this is our first look of Teen Groot. So it makes me wonder.
Now we can understand him, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say what version of Groot we were gonna get in the new movie, but I guess he's not there right now, anyways. So I guess we'll find out what he becomes when he comes back. Yeah. It's
and there's Howard for no reason at all again.
They just like having
They
him.
love showing Howard the Duck in these.
Yeah. I still can't believe though when you just break it all down that Howard the Duck was the first Marvel movie.
Hey, look at this Guardians Inferno written by James Gunn and Tyler Bates. It was one of the songs in the movie.
Oh, nice.
Performed by the Sheep something and David Hasselhoff.
Oh, it's
I have
the
to check
song
that
that
too
happens.
now.
It's in this. You actually hear him. It's like the funky little beat with like Hasselhoff is like doing like a rhyme over top
Oh
of
my
it.
god, he's freestyle rapping.
Pretty much, man. See, this is the end of the song. Just for that. I feel like he performs this song like that.
It's so killer.
I get so sad when I see faces in the space. Like, is that a celestial there right above Stanley's head?
Ooh, I do see kind of a face with some glowing eyes.
Oh.
Good call, actually. Who the
All right.
fuck? I'm gonna look into who those guys are.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are out of here. Thank you so much, as always, for listening. Catch us at podcast at miscastcommentary.com. Go to miscastcommentary.com, see news and our episodes and all the good stuff. Go check out our TeePublic store. We got lots going on there.
Oh, yeah.
What other good things? Twitter at Miscast Podcast, Instagram at Miscast Commentary. We got a Tumblr page out there. Go check that out. All sorts of shit, man. Just Google us. We are like the first. One thing I've been really good at is making sure we are the top of our Google searches. We're like the first 3 pages of everything.
Hell yes.
So it's a pretty good deal.
Type in your own name, we come up first.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. And for some reason, Obama. I did that and build that wall.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so we will be back with you next week with Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
So tune in for that. As always, we love you guys. And we will see you next week.
Next week, y'all.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.
I'm gonna fucking murder you. All right.
Good.
Good.
I'm going to lean way back here.
Now we have to balance.
Okay, I'll lean way back, you lean way forward.
Now he can't hear it. Oh my god. It was still louder than me talking.